Welcome to the Luke and Connor podcast featuring Luke Charlier, that is me, and Connor Miller, that is...
That's me.
Yep. Today we're doing a Iceberg image about Luke and Connor lore.
Luke
we
loves
thought this,
these.
Yeah, like I watch these videos all the time. I've watched the most I don't even care about the shows. It will be like about some show I've never watched, and then I'll just watch the Iceberg for it because I don't know why. It's just so entertaining to me. But we made an Iceberg together earlier today, and we're gonna go over it, and we'll have the image on screen so you can see it. And it starts off, the top level is just like a fan of Luke and Connor. So like, if you call yourself a Luke and Connor fan, you'll know it. The next one is Stan. These are the people that know a little too much about us, but you know what? I like it. And then the third level is like they know of us in real life. Like these are people that went to our school or like just somehow knew us. And then the next level is like close friends. So that's just like some of our best friends that we've hung out the most with. They'll know about this. And then the bottom one is forbidden information. Top secret. Scary stuff. No one knows this except us.
Yeah, no one else. But make sure you guys comment like what you know about any new information you learned. You're probably gonna learn a lot from this episode, so
Yeah, if you're like in the future and you're like a Luke and Connor historian because we're like billionaires for our music review, this will be such a helpful thing to learn about us. Like this will like contribute to all of our Wikipedia pages.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, let's just get it started with the top level. So this is just the
regular fan.
Yeah, like anybody, like I'd say like 30% of our followers might know at least one of these. Well, probably more than 30%, but whatever. That was just a random ass statistic. Okay, the first one is personal Instagram accounts. We have them in our bio, so
yeah, it's not like
if you didn't realize we didn't have personals, that's kind of on you. But I feel like most people know we have personals. People just don't follow it because it's kind of like they don't feel comfortable following us, I guess. But if you want to, you can. We don't really mind.
Yeah, I don't really care if you do or not.
Yeah, do you even have any posts?
No, I don't. I like barely even use it at all.
Yeah,
literally the only reason I made an Instagram is because Luke kept harassing me to make one.
Yeah, so I could send him random memes.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is old posts. So these are like our older posts on the page. Most people know about these because all you have to do is like scroll for like 5 seconds to find them. But some people are just completely oblivious. Like they'll be like, dude, you guys need to review 1999. I'm like, that's our first post.
Yeah, I always see stuff like, review this album, and it's like, bro, we already did that.
Like even like it won't even be like ones we did in a discography review because I get that if they like didn't realize we like did like Travis Scott discography ranking.
Yeah.
And they wanted us to do a Travis Scott album, but we'll like literally review an album, and it's usually not even ones that are like super far back. It will be like 3 rows down, and they'll be like, you have to review this album. I've been waiting for it. Like we literally just did.
Yeah.
And then next one is collabs with other pages. We've collabed with a couple other pages in our time. Calvin and Hobbes. What are some other ones? We had Fred Steeples.
Honestly, I only remember the Calvin and Hobbes one.
Oh, there's one more. It's with D-Bass Music. I think he changed his name to like D-Bass BB. So those are the people that we've collabed with. And Love Music, and Matt Likes Movies, and Nick Weiss. I think that's everybody we've ever collabed with.
Aren't we like a part of a collective?
Oh yeah. We're in a couple, but they're all dead now. I remember, like, shout out Prone College. That was like the group chat that like made us big, but that is so dead now. Like no one talks in it ever.
Yeah. I like never talked on the group chats. So
yeah, like you'd get harassed if they even figured out it was you. Everybody hated you for some reason.
Bro, low key, I liked going in the group chats and just being like, "Yo, it's Connor," and everyone just like hating on me. Like, I felt like a super villain. It was kind of fun.
Next one is Love is World 2. This is our most popular post, so we probably got
Love is World 2.
I mean, Love versus the World 2. I read versus as it is for some reason. And you know it's Love is Rage. Like that makes sense. That's I messed it up. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, Love versus the World 2. It's our most popular post, and it's like right when the album came out. So I think people were just like seeing it off the hashtags. But like this was such a fluke because every other time we review like trap albums, they don't even do well.
Yeah.
But when we did uh Love versus the World 2, it got like 300 something likes,
And this
which
post was like thrown together like so quick. Like my only goal was to just post it as soon as I could after the album dropped. Like I had it edited before the album even came out, which like for us, like we kind of do that now, but like for that time that was like something we never did. And like I was just like, yeah, I don't really care about the quality. I just want to like post it as soon as it comes out. And then it actually like ended up doing really good, and I was like, wow,
yeah, like
that's
it's
amazing.
not a bad post, but I wish there was other posts that got bigger so people would have actually followed us.
Yeah.
But the like biggest downside is we got like a lot of like Lil Uzi Vert stands following our page, and then they just immediately unfollowed us because like we did Oral Sweatshirt discography ranking after that.
Yeah.
That was kind of a bad move by us, but we already had it planned, so we didn't
Yeah.
realize that it was gonna get so popular. So whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, that was almost a year ago.
That's
March
crazy.
13th. It's February 5th right now as we're recording this. Next one is Tobuscus Fan 2007. Connor doesn't have much to do with this, but basically this was like my meme page that got not super popular, but pretty popular. That I used to be pretty invested in, but now I don't care about it really at all. And a lot of my followers on Luke and Connor know about that page because I kind of like migrated accounts. I kind of just moved all my audience to Luke and Connor. But that was a pretty fun account. So if you follow Tobuscus Fan 2007, you're a real one. And
Yeah.
there's another account that's in a similar vein that we'll talk about later. That's the
Yeah.
predecessor.
We'll get to that later. So the next is our TikTok account, and like we don't even try to like drive traffic to it because it's like all we post is like like there's like a couple videos of Luke making fun of people like Matt likes movies and some random TikToker, and then it's all just re-uploaded like reels that we do, so it's really not anything super crazy.
Yeah, we kind of just made it as a last ditch effort to try to get more followers to our page.
Yeah. It's been doing really bad recently too. Like when we
Yeah, it
first made it was like getting like 100, not 100, it was getting like 1,000 views per post, and now it's like 50
I think we got shadow banned or something.
probably.
Yeah, I don't like I never really
I
cared
think
about it in the first place. The fact
yeah,
that I was
same.
like it took me like a lot of effort just to type which list is better and then post it. Like I didn't want to do that. Like if you told me to post a TikTok, I'd be like, "Oh my god, that's the last thing I want to do right now." It's probably a
Yeah.
good sign that it probably wasn't even that good of an idea.
Yeah.
But
I don't
whatever.
like first those were just so low quality, and then they did good. And now like the like I really only make them for reels, but like I actually put some effort into it,
Yeah,
and it does so bad, but I don't really care. I think
yeah. You guys are you're
it's
sleeping
also
on the
cuz
reels.
like yeah, you guys got to check out the reels if you haven't. But I also think we're just reviewing albums that aren't like really TikTok friendly.
Yeah.
Like no one's really out here listening to Black on Both Sides that's on TikTok. So,
Who knows? Some people are like that, but I guess the people that listen to the album are definitely not perusing the For You page, so whatever.
yeah.
And the last entry for the top level is the top 10 albums of the 2010 series. This is a series that we archived. It's like our first like big series. I
Yeah.
remember it I feel like the numbers aren't even good now, but I remember it was a pretty big thing. And honestly, like we try hard at editing now, but the editing of those posts were pretty bad, and we were
Yeah.
just kind of embarrassed of them, and like the takes on some of them just didn't age well, and it was just a put together mess. So we just decided to archive them and kind of rebrand.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know about it because I feel like a lot of people learned about our page because of those posts.
Yeah, that like I don't know, that was like important in our
Our
come
lore.
up, in our
But
rise to fame.
we did like we had a love-hate relationship with those posts.
Yeah.
So we archived them. We don't love them that much.
Yeah. So the second level, we have like the stands of Luke and Connor. Bro, what does stan even stand for? I forget.
Stalker fan. So these are
Oh
like
yeah.
so those ones were like the fans that just knew stuff about us. They're not like super engaged. These are the ones that like I feel like we don't even have any, but I just like to imagine that we do.
Yeah.
Like the people that like keep track of all our movements and just know everything about us and we don't even know about them. I mean, I doubt we have any, but it's just fun to imagine that we do.
Yeah.
I know I already said that, but the first topic we have is the original Luke and Connor posts. What were we called? Wait, I just realized I did this. You know how I said we're gonna have 7 entries per thing?
Yeah, I just realized that too.
Yeah, I've made the same entry twice.
Idiot.
Oops, whatever. We can probably just improv something.
Did you put that on the
Iceberg image? Yeah, I
Iceberg,
think
yeah.
it did. It doesn't
God.
matter. We'll fix it later.
You
'Cause we
just
can
ruined
just-
the whole podcast, Luke.
So, rap and hip hop reviews was the first name of Luke and Connor a long ass time ago. Like,
Like
Was it
3 years ago, I think.
I don't even. I feel like it was the start of 2019. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm pretty sure it was because
No, I think we did top. Or wait, did we do
We
top
did the
10
t-
albums of 2018 or 2019?
yeah, we did 2018.
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense.
That literally feels like it was in like second grade, but it was only like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I think
But-
that was like at the very end of 2018 because we did like most anticipated albums for 2019.
Yeah, but our original posts were not good at all.
Yeah, like if you think the top 10 albums of the 2010 series with bad editing, like didn't you like make it in MS Paint?
No, I made it in Paint.net,
Oh.
which is like a super knockoff Photoshop thing that I used to make Roblox jerseys for football teams. But I did not know anything about formatting or anything, and it just looked so bad.
Yeah,
But-
it was really bad.
It was we just like made like 3 posts and gave up, and then for some reason, how did we even like decide to like revive Luke and Connor?
You literally just texted me one day and you were like, "Yo, we should like start doing Luke like," or it wasn't even Luke and Connor. It was just like we should start reviewing stuff again on Instagram. Cause like I feel like when we first started doing it, like we didn't even know about like a community of anyone doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you probably found like other pages and you were like, "Hey,
Oh,
this is kind
yeah.
of cool." And
I
so
think
we started
was-
doing it, and then the name Luke and Connor was literally just a placeholder because rap and hip hop reviews was so bad. But we just haven't come up with anything better after that, and I don't think we're gonna change it at this point.
Yeah, I'm glad we're not rapping hip hop reviews anymore though.
Yeah.
That was worse. At least Luke and Connor has a little bit of like personality to it, even though it kind of doesn't. But whatever.
No, it's all personality. The only thing it doesn't have is just like describe what we do. Like fuck, bro. Rap and hip hop reviews like just said what we do, and then this one is like just saying like what we do. So people are like, Luke and Connor, like, what's that? Like, I don't care about that. Where I feel like if we still had rap and hip hop reviews, it low key might like bring more attention to our account. But I like Luke and Connor better, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Sam. Oh, what was I gonna say? I just looked at our archive. It had 39 likes, which is low key a lot more than I thought it had. So
Yeah,
there's
I thought it had,
39.
like, 2.
There's 39 guaranteed people that know about this post. They probably don't remember it, but that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then I think I rebranded the page to like Tobuscus Fan Music for like a month.
I don't
then I
even
just-
remember that.
I just I just cut you out of the picture for that. And then I archived everything, and then Luke and Connor was born.
Yep.
Wait, I feel like another entry we can do is deleted Luke and Connor posts, because I feel like so people could have seen them, so that's what the stands would know about. First is Jesus is King review.
Yeah, that was bad, bro.
It was poorly edited. It was bad description, and I did not even like a week later I was like, why did I give this this high of a score. I'm not even gonna spoil it. But I got super hype blinded and just put out a review like the day it came out, and then I listened to the album for like another time, and I'm like, what the? And then obviously we talked about it earlier, but the top 10 albums of the 2010s where we just go year by year. I think it was just me though. We ran our page so weird back in the
Yeah,
day.
it was like not like coordinated. Like we kind of just would decide like what to do and then just like post it and be like, "Hey, like I'm posting this." And not like talk about it or like plan anything, or that was before we like did stuff together. And then
Yeah,
we were
we didn't
like,
do anything together most of the time. Like it was called Luke and Connor, and instead of like you know how we say like Luke's rankings and Connor's rankings,
this was
we would
before
just
that era.
yeah, we would just rank it on our own and
And
just
just
post
put in
it.
the description like like reviewed by Luke, reviewed by Connor.
Yeah,
And
people
then
got so confused by that, and we just were like, okay, we need to stop this.
yeah, I forget who like first that came up with the idea. I feel like we both kind of formulated it. Like we like slowly came to the conclusion that it'd be better to have like the dynamic of comparing both of ours.
Yeah, it's just like we did it for the discography rankings, and then we were just like, why aren't we doing this for the albums? We were just like, what
Oh
the?
yeah.
Because I feel like some of our better posts would have been so much better if we had both of us contributing, like the City Morgue one and the JPEG Mafia one.
Yeah, facts.
It's just because I would make those during graphic design class and at D-Tech. I don't know why my brain just blinked. But I would make those in graphic design class when I was done with my work, and I was like so anxious. Not anxious, but like I just wanted to post it. And I was like, I'm not waiting for Connor on anything, so I'll just post it during class. And then also another deleted post is Luke's personal favorite non-hip hop albums.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I just got rid like this one isn't that bad. Like I still like all these albums, but there's albums I like more now. But the reason I got rid of it is because we were starting like a new feed. We were starting like the connected feed, and I wanted to have
Oh.
like a multiple of 3, so like it's even, and it wasn't a multiple of 3, so I just deleted it. That way I didn't have to make 2 posts to like even it out. And
Yeah.
then a bunch of feed fillers, and then the OG Lincoln review where we forgot to put the final ranking.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, we archived that? But yeah.
Yeah, we had to because I forgot to put the final ranking. And then our archive literally just it's just full of feed fillers.
Yeah,
What?
Luke archives all the feed fillers, and I don't understand why. He'll text me, and he was like, "Oh, like we're at 50 feed fillers now," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like,
Well, the
he's
thing
just
is like they like connect. They still connect when you look at them. I mean, some of them don't, but
yeah,
now they do.
yeah, some of them do. Like, I guess it's kind of cool to see like our old ones, but most of them like aren't really that interesting.
What if we just put them back all up?
I
We
thought
could do
about that. Like
we
how
could
like
do that
what
for April Fools or something.
Yeah, we should actually. Guys, forget we even said that. If you're like, just don't even think about that.
Okay, we've been talking about that for too long. Next one is Baja Blast and Taco Bell. Like, if you know that we like Baja Blast, that's pretty crazy because we talked about it once on our posts because we both had it like on our number 1 sodas list. But
Yeah.
basically, back in the day, in like 5th and 6th grade, me and Connor and a couple of our friends would go to Taco Bell a bunch and get the $1 Baja Blasts after school. And we just thought we were swagging with it. It was like the best tasting soda ever. And like now, every time I drink it, I just like think back like to a simpler time. So it's
Yeah.
definitely my favorite soda. Even like it's just so fire. Why does it taste so good? Like that's
I don't
created
know,
by
bro.
God.
Like when I like just think about that taste, it just reminds me of like walking there after school and just having sleepovers and like not like caring about anything, just like simpler
Bro,
times and like playing
it was.
Minecraft all day and
We would just
just
like sit there
vibing.
and refill our cups for like 30 minutes, and then we would just leave. Sorry guys, my mic accidentally unplugged, but we're back. Basically, Baja Blast is really good, and it brings back a lot of memories for us. Like this could be lower, but we put it on the stand list since we've technically talked about it on the post. So
Yeah.
if there's like some cyber stalker out there seeing like tracking our every moves. They know our favorite soda spot, Hot Blast. Next one is Rascal and Trinket. What's your bunny's actual name? I didn't even remember it, so I
Bruh.
just put Rascal.
So, like before Luke and Nick came out and visited me, like we got a bunny like a couple weeks before, and his name is Chip. He's really cute. And Luke, for no reason, he just started calling him Rascal. Like I told him his name was Chip, and he just completely ignored it and started calling him Rascal the whole time.
Bruh, he looks like a rascal though. And then
Yeah, low
Trinket.
key, like it's not like it's a good name. Like sometimes I'm like Rascal, come here. Like it's just kind of funny, but
And then
explain
Trinket is
Trinket.
my pet guinea pig. So Rascal is his bunny. Well, it's technically like it's like the girl's bunny, right?
It's basically mine. I'm the only one who takes care of it. Like we're best friends. I'm getting a new house soon, in a couple months, and he's gonna be in my bedroom.
Oh, that's
So
fire.
he's pretty much my bunny.
When my brother moves out, I'm taking Trinket into my room. But Trinket is my guinea pig, and Rascal's his bunny. And someday they're gonna fight to the death.
Yeah,
We're
they're
gonna
the Luke
put
and Connor mascots.
Yeah, we're gonna put them in a cage and like lather them in like peanut butter and like veggies, so they like eat each other.
Yeah.
Do they even like peanut butter? Probably not.
No,
They're both cute.
I feel like Chip would just like be scared of it. Like
They're both pretty I don't know actually. Like Trinket is like either like super nervous or he's like just like crazy.
he's like curious, but we also got him when he was like 5 years old, which is like middle aged for a bunny, and I feel like he hasn't had good owners because he's been like pretty skittish and stuff around people. So
Wasn't he like a show bunny?
I don't know, like
That's what your dad said.
yeah,
I
because
think.
he has a tattoo like in his ear, but I don't even know exactly if that's true or anything. So I don't know.
Trinket.
But
Okay, what I was saying earlier is Trinket. Like when I like try to pick him up, he just runs for his life because he thinks I'm gonna murder him or something. But like when I let him out, and you know how my sister has a tortoise,
uh-huh.
he'll like go up to the tortoise and just like start nibbling on its like shell because he like thinks it's like a toy or something. It's so funny. He like doesn't bite either. He only like nibbles on your fingers. It's so cute.
The
Okay.
only time Chip or Rascal bites is when he thinks your fingers are a blueberry and he tries to eat the blueberry.
Yeah, mine doesn't bite, so he's probably gonna lose in the fight.
Yeah. Actually, he bit my stepmom one time. That's the only time he's ever bit anyone like on purpose.
That's funny. Next one is Boston trip. We were already talking about this earlier, but basically me and my buddy Nick came out to visit Connor because he moved to Massachusetts in like what, ninth grade?
Yeah, the end of ninth grade.
Yeah, and we're in 11th grade right now. So like 2 years ago, and we decided over the summer to visit him.
Yep.
And it was a pretty chill time. It was fun. We made a couple posts, and people made rumors about us, which we'll talk about later. We just did a bunch of stuff. We went to Boston. He lives in like Grafton or something, which is like
Yeah.
an hour.
It's like an
hour
hour
or two.
away from Boston.
Yeah.
We went to like Providence and like just like saw pretty much like places around, but it's also like during COVID, so there wasn't a whole lot to
Yeah.
do.
We couldn't do a bunch, but we still went exploring and had fun. We saw
Yeah.
like when we went to Providence, there's like people fighting. Remember that?
Oh yeah, there's like we walked past this park and there was just like two people yelling, and then like this one guy like put his fists up and they were like about to start fighting. And then
It was crazy.
I don't know why we didn't record it or like watch
I think
them.
Nick did.
He
I don't
did, but
remember.
like we like kind of just like walked away after that. We were like, yeah, we're not gonna like watch this. This is boring.
It was boring. They just were like, it just was like,
Yeah.
we like watched it for 5 minutes. We're like, this is over.
Yeah, it was basically two crackheads just yelling at each other, and then like didn't really do anything. Bro, I just remembered when that car was driving on the sidewalk.
Oh my god, dude, that was literally crazy. So
I
we
was like
just
so confused. I didn't think like my brain was comprehending anything right when I saw that.
Yeah, so we like just got out of the car, right? In Boston, like we just got out, I'm pretty sure.
Actually, we got out for the second time because I forgot my mask the first time, and my
Oh
dad
yeah.
had to turn around.
So he forgot his mask, so he got his mask, and we just got out of the car, and the first thing we see is like this car just so it's like this like it was like a trail or something, like a pedestrian trail.
Yeah. So it was
And you
like
just
really wide.
yeah, but it was also like right next to like a road, and you just see a car just drive through the trail and then like go around a person, and we were just like, what in the world? They like literally drove up on the sidewalk. It wasn't like there's
Yeah.
like a driveway or anything, or like somewhere like a ramp to get up. They
Yeah.
just hopped the curb and just went over it and just started driving into this weird trail. It was probably just some like employee, but still it was so weird.
I don't think so, bruh.
Yeah, Boston is kind of crazy, but still.
Yeah. It was Providence, but it's still kind of crazy.
Wait, that was in Providence? I'm pretty sure that was in Boston.
Oh, maybe. Honestly, like, I don't remember that well. That trip. Like, I remember it, but, like, the details.
Yeah, it's just kind of all meshed together.
Yeah. Because they were only there for, like, a week. And I feel like, we didn't do a lot, but also at the same time, we did
We
do
did a lot for the circumstances, I would say.
Yeah. So it kind of all, like, blended together.
Next
But,
one is
yeah.
Listeners of the podcast. I would say the people that listen to this podcast, like every episode, you guys are probably our number one fans, like most supportive. We love you guys. So we put you down here because no one else is going to see this except you guys. So
Yeah.
that's a big dub. That's pretty quick. Next one is Roblox. This is kind of similar to the Baja Blast one because it was just something that we posted about once and we're like elaborating on more. Basically, me and Connor and his little brother and a couple other kids, we had like Roblox posse. We just went around, we just tore up the world. It was called.
We first.
Wait, we can't say what it's called because that's later down on the list.
Oh yeah, yeah. So basically, Idaho is like a pretty open place, and like like it's really safe and stuff for kids to walk around if you don't know. And so people would like little kids would like bike to the library and stuff, and me and Luke would bike there and play in the computer labs with like our friends and do Minecraft or not Minecraft. Bro, remember Mineshafter?
Bruh, I
We
could
did do
never get it to
Minecraft.
work.
But we mostly played Roblox and stuff like that. And then we go to Luke's house and like play on his like computer. He only had one, so we'd just like take turns. We wouldn't
Yeah,
really
my mom's iPad. We'd let Hunter play on that. Remember?
Oh yeah, that was fire. I miss those days, bro.
Connor would scam kids on Lumber Tycoon.
Yeah, there's this game called Lumber Tycoon, and it's like a really dumb premise. You cut down trees and sell the wood for money, and you can like go to different places and like get better wood and like hidden wood that's like special and stuff. And
Oh,
you can
that
like,
like volcano that you
Yeah,
had to drive
there's-
through. That was literally so scary.
bro, there was this one night where like if anybody knows what I'm talking about, just leave it in the comments because I love you. There's like this island you have to drive across and go through like this mountain, and it's this huge big maze, and there's like green electric wood across the island in Lumber Tycoon 2. Comment if you know what I'm talking about. But like I stayed up all night and mapped this whole thing and figured out how to get it, and I lost the paper like a week later, but I used to scam people and have them whitelist me and be like, yeah, I'll be your employee and cut down trees for you. Just whitelist me so I can put it in your mill. And they'd whitelist me, and I like steal their car and steal all their valuable stuff and then just like leave the game.
Bro, that's so messed up. I
Yeah.
did pretty bad stuff too in other games though.
Yeah, Luke, you're the reason why I did that. You literally corrupted me as a child.
I remember I had like a hacking phase where I would like download hacks for Roblox.
Oh yeah,
and just
arcade
like,
pre-hacks.
bro, arcade pre-hacks. That's not what I was talking about, but that was so fun. I remember we would trick Hunter into thinking I'm super good at what was that game called?
Like Team Force Heroes.
Yeah, or something like that. Team Force Heroes, I think. It was a game that they used to play on their old Mac that like it was like 1 frame per second. I remember watching you guys play it, and I was like,
Yeah.
how do you even do this? Like you had like enough time to take like 3 bites of cereal in between every shot.
Yeah, this is Mac was like from before I was even born. Like my parents don't use it anymore, and they basically like let us use it, and we played these games on it, and it was such low frames per second. Like when we went to the library and played it on an actual like good computer, we were like shocked at how fast paced the game is because we would play it so slow.
But basically, there's this website called Arcade Pre-Hacks where you could just get like hacked versions of Flash games. And I tricked Connor's little brother into thinking that I'm like some god at Team Force Heroes or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And he like worshipped me for a little bit. Bro, I tricked Hunter so much.
I know. I feel bad, low key. Like Hunter's just our slave. Like we just trick him into doing like believing all this stuff, and like I don't even know.
I remember one time I was at my friend's house and I was playing Madden, and I recorded like a video of a highlight I did, and it was like a one-handed catch, and it was like a super short guy too that I made, and I recorded it and I sent it to Hunter and I said, "This was me. I was just playing at like I said I was like playing at it was like an Idaho All-Star game or something. Like I said I was like basically the best at football in the state, and he believed me. Like I never played tackle football at that point. Like I don't even know why he believed me, but he was a little kid, so we took advantage of him a little too much. But I guess that's what happens with little brothers. So shout out little brothers.
You know who wasn't a little kid but still like was so gullible? Nick, bruh. I convinced him that I was moving out. Like on our walk home from school, me, Luke, and our friend Nick would all walk together, and there was like houses being built on the road we walk on, and every single time there's a new house, I'd be like, Nick, this is where we're moving into, and he'd totally believe it. Like I don't even understand him sometimes.
Yeah, I can't think of any other examples, but there's definitely been some bad ones.
Bro,
oh, yeah.
They had like this little mini crane there, like for one of the houses, and I tricked my brother into thinking that they were building a roller coaster.
Bro, that was so messed up. It actually wasn't that messed up, but
really
it wasn't as
that
bad.
messed up,
but we tricked him a lot.
Yeah.
Where even are we? Oh yeah, we're still on Roblox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about Roblox hacks, but we went on a complete tangent.
Yeah. This episode is gonna be all over the place.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah.
For us at least. I don't know if it'll be fun for anybody to listen to this.
For the real stands, it'll be fun, and for our friends in real life, maybe.
What I was saying about the Roblox hacks is there's like this website called like We Are Devs, and I would download hacks and cheat because I was pretty sad at the time. I think like imagine being like so low that you have to cheat in Roblox.
Bro, I remember that you were like, I got these cheats, and you showed me, and it was like kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then I got scammed on Roblox, and then I just quit forever. I got so creatively scammed. Like I low key respected it because it was like so creative.
Didn't you scam someone? Like you sold your whole account and then you still had the password for it?
Yeah, I did that too. So karma always pays off. This dude keeps sending me yo.
What? Like right now?
I think it's on. I don't even know what account it's on. It's on my main account.
Who is it?
Who is this?
Shout him out. Everyone go. Just kidding. I can't say that.
Bro, it's some kid from. How does this happen? Literally, as we're recording, some like kid that I used to play Roblox with is messaging me on Instagram, saying, "Yo, what's good?" The last time we talked was like 2018.
Bro, oh, that's not that long ago. But still, what are the chances of that?
No idea. Okay, let's move on to the next level. We've been kind of stuck on this one.
Yeah.
Third level. These are the ones. If you know of us in real life, you might know some of these, and some you're probably gonna be like, "What in the world? I didn't even know that." First one is epicmemer.exe. This is another account similar to Tobuscus Fan 2007.
This is the original.
Yeah, it's like the original that me and Connor created. So this is like the original Luke and Connor.
Yeah. Luke just messaged me one day, and Luke is the idea person behind all this stuff. I'm a visionary. Yeah, he's like Steve Jobs, but on Instagram music reviews. But he just messaged me. He was like, "We should make a meme account."
It wasn't like any ordinary meme account though. We were like going for this specific vibe that me and Connor had like this humor in common. It was like ironic humor. Like we just thought the weirdest things were funny back in the day. Looking back at it, it's so unfunny, but we thought we were like we thought we were visionaries back then, and honestly we might have been. but it got like 1,000 followers. It did pretty well, and then one day it just got like deleted because
I
I think
gave
I
up on it after a while,
yeah
and it
it,
was
it
just loop.
became my yeah it became my thing, but it got deleted because I think I like threaded Tobuscus or something. Like I commented like I was gonna hurt him or something, and my entire account got deleted. So I made a second one called Tobuscus Fan 2007, which now has like 6,000 followers. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the story of epicmemer.exe.
Does it have 6,000 now? I thought it had 5,000.
No, that's 6,000.
Wow, that's insane. I wish we had that many on the account we actually try hard on.
Um,
The next one is the school we used to go to, Garfield Elementary and East Junior High.
yeah, these were pretty legendary schools. Garfield was like, so not many people know anything about Idaho, but Garfield was like the hood school of Idaho, like the
Yeah.
most hood you could get in Idaho because it's mostly just like
It's
rich
Idaho.
white people. Yeah,
Yeah. This
but
school was like for all the poor kids though.
yeah,
So
it was
it wasn't
so
really the
it
rich part.
yeah it has a lot of bad rep because of it's like it's not really in the poor like part of town because there's not really a poor part of town, but
Yeah, it just had bad funding and stuff.
hmm but it was a really just that I feel like that's what made the school so fun. It's just you had so
Yeah.
many unique people that came from different backgrounds. Like there's kids that like lived super far away from the school that were like super rich that went to the school because for some reason I don't think I had bad funding. I just think I don't it was just like it was like a hub for like refugees, so that's why there's so many like poor people there.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with it, but like that school compared to all the other schools, it was just like not on the same level of anything else.
Yeah, and like there like I was saying there's like rich people and then there's like poor people, and it was just like the dynamic you could just see there was just like a fine line between like different backgrounds and everybody connecting. And it was just like I feel like it was a great school to go to because of like you got a like I feel like an accurate taste of like what the real world is because you don't really like if you go to like a private school you're only going to be around like privileged people, you
Yeah.
know. But with this school, I was going over to houses that like I could see that like they weren't really making it financially, and I like could understand more.
Yeah,
It was
that's true.
it was fun. Like wait, I probably shouldn't name drop him. Bleep that out. Bleep that out. I accidentally name dropped someone. So, but basically he was a really cool kid back in elementary. I don't really mess with him anymore because he's kind of weird, but in
Yeah.
elementary he was one of my better friends. Just like he was such a funny guy and just like unique man. And I just feel like it was really cool elementary. But East Junior High is the exact opposite of
Yeah, bro,
Garfield.
I didn't like that
Even though
school.
even though Garfield was like a feeder school into East, East was like the super rich school because it was like basically it was low. So you know how there's like like the Hollywood Hills in uh Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Basically, imagine like
Bro,
a
why
school
did you like smack your lips while you were thinking?
because I couldn't even remember.
It sounded so
So
weird.
basically, like imagine a junior high at the bottom of the hill. That's what this is like in Idaho terms. There's like the mesa and like the hills, and then there's a junior high at the bottom of those foothills, and that's where like all the rich kids go if they don't go to private school. And
Yeah.
but also there's kids from Garfield that went there.
Yeah.
So, and it was kind of it was like there's a clear line between like the rich and poor kids, which is kind of annoying because like I feel like back in junior high I was kind of immature in the way because I was like on a grind for popularity, so I kind of abandoned my Garfield homies in like 8th grade. But also it was probably a wise decision because a lot of them are I don't think they're even in high school anymore, so I would probably be like living in a ditch. But Connor
Yeah.
kind of stuck with them more, but it didn't really matter because
I was like,
he didn't.
I don't know. I was like still friends with like other people though.
You weren't like, um, you didn't really like care that much
Yeah,
who
I
your friends
like
were.
I moved to Idaho in 5th grade, and like my only experience really was Garfield and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is a cool place. And then I came to East and it was like way different, and I was like, wow, this like kind of sucks. So like I kind of just like stayed friends with the same people and with Luke and Nick, and then
Yeah,
didn't really
like
branch out from there.
me and Nick were like Connor's like pathway into like no one would know who Connor is at our schools if it wasn't for us. Like no offense to
Yeah.
Connor, it's just like Connor didn't really care like about talking to people. He just went to school because he had to go to school.
Yeah,
While
pretty
me and
much.
Nick were like in like six different like cliques for some reason. East was just such like a cliquey school. I feel like.
I feel like it was, but at the same time, like, it's like also like a close community. Like compared to the school I go
Yeah,
to now, it's like way more cliquey here, where like people
yeah.
won't mess with other people. But
I
they're
wish you
like,
could have went to Timberline because Timberline's like not cliquey at all. Like it's so much different from East. Like I don't like no one really resides in any cliques at Timberline. Like
yeah,
they did for the first year, but especially with virtual, now literally everybody just doesn't care and they'll just talk to anybody.
yeah. That's kind of well. I mean, this like the way I'm doing it, like I don't even like see really any other classmates, so I don't really know. But I don't think anyone really cares this year. But I don't like the school here at all. Like I wish I was going to Timberline.
Yeah, Timberline's fire, but it's also kind of weird. There's some weird teachers there. I feel like
Bro, there's
Idaho
this one
teachers are
fucking
so
teacher
weird.
at my school who literally has herpes around her lip and she wears like bright yellow tights. She's so weird, bro.
What the
You can't talk about weird teachers in Idaho. It
Bro,
is
are you kidding me? There's like six pedophile teachers in Idaho. There's literally a teacher at our school right now that has like he literally went to jail for like having sexual relations with a minor, I'm pretty sure.
bro, remember
But he
Mr.
got like
I'm gonna mute all these names, but he was just creepy.
oh yeah, Mr. I'm just not gonna say it, but a teacher at East was pretty creepy. And then Mr. some I can't say his name, the Spanish teacher at East, he had to be moved like to a high school because people were like complaining about him talking to junior high. Like so they moved him to a high school. Mr.
Bro, what even happened with him?
I don't even know. I don't even want to start
I don't think
rumors.
anything even happened with him. I
Yeah,
think
people
kids
just
just started
started
making
rumors.
rumors.
Yeah.
Well, he like left in the middle of the year for like all of a sudden.
Yeah. It was kind of sus.
Yeah.
What was
Bro,
this?
remember Miss
Miss Okay, so there was a teacher at East who's like she was like cheating on her husband or something. I think,
I thought
right?
it was like the mafia coming after her.
No. She was like
That's what
cheating,
I was
and then
told.
like those people were capping, bro. So basically, she was
Yeah.
like cheating, and then like the wife of the person she was having an affair with came to our school, and we had to have a lockdown
We had like 3
because
lockdowns this year.
yeah, we had also a lockdown because a special ed kid like went rogue and like was throwing trash cans at teachers. That was a crazy year.
And
Okay,
there was a
back
bomb
we
threat.
Oh yeah, we have to get to the topic at hand because I need to finish the story. So she was like coming and she was threatening to kill that teacher because of like this incident. It was literally crazy, and she like I just remember people in that class said that she like saw her like pull up out the window because she could see the parking lot from her window, and she was like saw her and she literally ran out of the classroom and like went to go deal with it. And
Bro.
like she like I think she just probably just like went to the office to say like there's a dangerous person coming to the school. Like that's like a TV episode type thing. Like
Yeah.
that I can't believe that even happened.
Bro, there was so many rumors going around that day, like,
Yeah, people
and
were
like
like
I like you said before, like I really wasn't like didn't like know that many people, or like wasn't really like connected like in like the social sphere, I guess, but like I still heard like so much stuff.
people like thought she was like Breaking Bad, like a
Yeah.
drug dealer or something.
Yeah, like I was told that it was like the mafia coming for her and she was like in gang stuff. But low key, like I wasn't even surprised. Like I kind
Bro,
of
she
believed it.
definitely was not in the game. Like she played rugby.
Bro,
Okay,
okay,
we
I finessed that teacher so hard though because I like did not she is an English teacher and I did not like English at all. And somehow I got my counselors to let me do 1 semester. And then the second semester I didn't have to do that.
I
So
remember that. I was like, Connor, are you stupid? You're not gonna have enough credits to graduate. But I guess it worked out for you. So
Yeah, like I was somehow counted as being in the class, but like I wasn't. I literally didn't do it. I was in a completely different class.
Miss was a horrible teacher, though. You're gonna have to blur out all of these names.
I
It's
know
gonna
there's gonna be
suck.
so many beeps and stuff. So sorry if you like the listening experience might not make that much sense because we're bleeping out all these names. We should use like filler names.
Yeah, we should have. Maybe you can just like do voiceovers or something.
Yeah, I just that'd be
Yeah,
kind of
well,
funny.
it would be funny. Okay, so I think we've talked about our schools for long enough. Dude, we're at 47 minutes, and we're
Bruh,
not even to the close friends level.
before we started this, me and Luke said that this has the potential to like break an hour, so it definitely is going to.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're on to Tyler the Creator. This is like, so basically, me and Connor and our friend Nick were at a sleepover, and we just like both realized that we both liked Tyler the Creator, and Nick didn't really care about music at the time, and then we just had like an hour long discussion talking about Tyler the Creator, and that's like when like Luke and Connor was invented,
Yeah.
was our love for Tyler the Creator.
Like our friend Nick is like he's like 2 years behind my music taste. It's weird because he'll send us Snapchats listening to music, and I'm like, yo, that song's so dope, and I'm like, I would listen to that like 2 years ago though. Like that'd be like my favorite song, but like
That means he's gonna
yeah,
listen to JPEG Mafia 2 years.
yeah. So, but like me at the bottom of this list is Eminem phase, but I'm moving it up with a Tyler the Creator because we should just talk about that right now. But
Yeah, they're
we
basically the same.
at like before me and Luke started like branching out, we talked about this in the last episode, but we would only listen to like Eminem and
Hmm.
like I really think that was like just about it. There was like a couple bands that my parents listened to that I'd play here and there, but it was pretty much just Eminem.
Yeah, we were just like, didn't we like both like try to memorize Rap God at some point?
Yeah, this is so embarrassing. I literally screenshotted the lyrics off of Google and would play the song that I downloaded and memorize the lyrics on the bus ride to school.
But that is foul.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were like walking to Taco Bell, and you know how there's like a live version of Stan and a not live version of Stan?
Yeah.
And the like live version says clean for some reason. I was like, why is I was like so concerned that it was marked clean even though there's swear words in it. And I was like talking to Connor, I'm like, what if like a little kid listened to this thinking it's a clean song? Because we were like in 6th grade where we actually like cared about that kind of stuff. So that's the only thing I really kind of remember from my Eminem phase, except for listening to Eminem. I wasn't like super into Eminem, but
I
I
feel like
kind
I
of
was
was.
more. Luke
Yeah,
used to listen to NF because he told me that NF was like the clean Eminem version, and
I
Luke's
had to. I got like respect from my parents listening to them, so it was kind of a dub.
yeah, like
But
Luke's parents didn't really like him listening to Eminem or like any music with swears or gangster rap or anything like that. Like I remember you used to tell them you're like, I don't like it for the lyrics, I like it for the melodies and the rhythm, and like making all these bullshit excuses. And then you listen to NF and he was like, the white rapper that doesn't swear.
bro, it was so cringy. Me and Nick Vice listened to NF.
Yeah. And you guys
So
tried to put me on, and I was like, no, he's trash. Like, I'm not listening to that.
you were before the times, but that was like before Eminem was super. I mean, NF was super hated. So you were definitely a like a pioneer of NF hate.
Yeah. I'm a god. I'm a rap god.
Also, Tyler the Creator. Like I remember me and Connor in like 8th grade. We were like like Snapchat streaks. We'd like theme our
Oh my
Snapchat
god,
streaks
bruh.
over Tyler the Creator, and we just thought we were so cool and like so quirky. And yeah,
Yeah.
looking back at it, like it's still in my saves, and like this is the
Yeah,
most
me
cringe
too.
thing I've ever seen.
It's in my eyes only now. It was cringe, but like, it's
It was
cringe, but at
fun.
the same time, like, it was kind of fun. Like,
It was fun. We would like spend like 30 minutes like making like art and just like I see TikToks of people doing it now. So like we were low key ahead of the time.
yeah, we were visionaries, but
Basically, we were nerds about Tyler the Creator, and we themed our Snapchat streaks around him.
Yeah.
And we both, I remember we got like, so you know, like golf with floor shoes. I got the blue ones and he got the red ones of like the monos, I think. And he
Yeah.
never wore them to school. And I was like,
My plan was to become a shoe reseller and resell the shoes. And I literally picked the worst shoes to resell.
yeah,
Because
mine were so profitable, but I wore them. So you're like salty.
Yeah, but like they didn't even go up that much after they released, and then he released them like again a year later, and I was like, okay, the resale is just not gonna like, it's not even worth it. But
Isn't it just like locked in a locker in like Boise?
Yeah, we have a storage unit in Idaho still that has like some of our stuff that we still have to get. Once we get a house, we'll probably like come and get it all, but
Oh,
like
that'll be fire.
they're just like locked up in the storage unit pretty much. And
Next, wait, can I go to the next one?
yeah, look, I might give them away, to be honest.
Yeah, that
'cause-
might be a good idea for Luke and Connor.
Yeah.
We might give away a pair of shoes. So what are they, like size 10.5? Why do I
Yeah,
remember?
they're 10.5.
Yeah, if you're that size, you might be able to win some shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is the bus. This
The
is where I
bus,
feel
bro.
like I made the comment. I mean, I like titled it "Know of Us of in Real Life." I feel like this is where like the most people know like our connection to each other is because of the bus. You know what I mean? Except for
What do you
this
mean?
account, obviously. Like when we went to East, like we never really hung out at lunch or anything, right? Like we kind of like we would sit at the table sometimes, but then like
Yeah.
once it was like time to go play, I would go like play basketball, and you would like just like stand. I don't even know what you did.
I just like
but-
hang out with other people pretty much. But yeah.
Yeah, but we rode the same bus, and we were just menaces. We were horrible people on the bus.
Yeah, like there were the first year of 7th grade, there were 9th graders on the bus, and they were just like down bad. Like they're just crazy. Like
They were
our-
such bad influences
I
on us. We
know,
like
bro.
thought that was like good, like normal behavior.
we were like, oh, these people are so funny, and meanwhile they're like just like not being good at all. And then our bus driver Casey, bro, she was a legend.
She was so cool.
She put up with it all, and like she is just
Like she knew when like the line was like a little too far.
yeah.
Like, but still, I feel like she could have done a little bit more because like low key they're just racially discriminating some people.
Yeah, I don't think she like really knew all that was happening though, cause like low key it would go too far, like you said, and then
Yeah.
like the 9th graders would dead ass just like bully some kid, but that was like only a few people, and then there were other people that like were just there to make other people laugh by like throwing
Yeah.
a cheese stick out the window at a car or something.
That was
Oh, bro, I remember I gave one of them my sandwich from lunch, and they threw it at the like front of a car.
I think like most like it like all culminated into one day where just like Casey kind of got pushed over the edge, where this one kid he taped a Axe bottle so like
Oh yeah.
just keep going, and then he just threw it in the front of the bus, and she was just like, "You gotta be kidding me." Didn't someone throw a pumpkin out the window? Bro?
Yeah, bro. They threw they threw a pumpkin at like the end of like a trash truck or like some big like commercial truck like that, and it like shattered everywhere. It didn't like it's a pumpkin. It didn't shatter, but it like exploded everywhere. It was like a little mini pumpkin that they bought from school.
Yeah, that bus was so awesome. It had
Yeah.
like it was just such a good dynamic. Like even in 7th grade, it was pretty toxic. But there, like the year after, when all the 9th graders went to high school,
It was like
we were like
it
we were
fell
like the
off
big.
hard.
No, it didn't fell off. That was like it was just progressing, and we were like about to become the big dogs. You know, then
Yeah,
we
I
got
guess it fell
switched
off.
buses.
It fell off in like 9th grade.
we weren't in it on 9th grade. Remember, we switched buses.
I was on it, so.
No, you weren't, dude. We switched buses to like the Tony Auto bus. Remember?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
basically,
I was still riding the bus, though, is what I'm saying. Didn't you like
Oh,
stop
yeah.
riding it? Like,
no, that was Nick.
oh yeah.
I think it was the same bus in the morning, though, Connor.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the same
Yeah,
bus
yeah,
in the
yeah.
morning, and then we rode a different bus after school. Cause
The
like,
after school bus was the best part too. It was like when everybody was all hyper and just it was funny.
yeah. So I wish it was opposite, but like, the bus like 7th grade, it was so jammed packed, and they're so like
We were the first
jammed
stop.
packed. Yeah, we were the first. No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
The first stop after school.
No, no, no. Before school.
Oh
We were the
yeah.
last stop going back
Yeah.
from school, though.
I was like, what are you talking about? But it was so like packed, and that's why they had to switch our buses like after that, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, it was sad. I feel like,
Bro, remember like the evolution of bus drivers we went through?
oh yeah, so we got switched buses, and we just had some of the weirdest, craziest bus drivers ever. Like there was this one lady that this one kid called her Miss McDonald's,
Bro,
and she
you
got
called
super
her
mad.
that.
That was, bro. I wouldn't come up with Miss McDonald's. I was like,
You
I was like
endorsed
more
it at least.
maybe. I was more like creative than that though.
Yeah.
I was like a legend.
I think
when
that
it
just
came.
became the title for her actually, cause like we had a lot, so like everything
bus
kind of
was-
just stuck.
Okay, so our
Bro,
last
okay,
bus,
do you? I'm
we're
like,
just- we keep just saying bro and like not finishing our thoughts.
I know. Remember that one? Like, she's like this short girl. She seemed like she could literally pass as a student.
Oh my god. She was
Bro, like we literally corrupted her. We got her to say like all these bad words and stuff, and she literally like got tied up in like the drama of the bus.
so it was actually funny. Like imagine being like a bus work. That's what I would do, low key. If I was like a bus assistant, I would just like buy into it and just like pretend like everything's
Yeah.
so serious. But so we switched buses, and like our last bus was like a really nice bus. It was like high quality, and then the next bus we're like on the hood bus with
Yeah.
I think I said a name earlier, so you're probably gonna have to put that out, by the way.
Yeah, you don't have to say it every time, Luke.
Yeah, I know.
Idiot.
I'm just saying it because like you may miss it. But basically we were like on the hood bus, and there's some kids that were just they were more like as down bad as the kids we were talking about earlier. They were just absolute menaces, and they were low key
Yeah,
annoying.
they were like in a different way though.
Yeah, they were
like,
annoying.
Yeah, their
They
goal
tried to,
wasn't
like-
to like be funny and entertaining. Their goal was literally just to be assholes. And
Their goal
in
was just
turn,
to
it
hit
was
you.
like kind of funny. Yeah, bro, I got in like a full-on fight with one day.
I would wait. We can't say that name. Okay. Basically, I remember one time I got off the bus, and this kid kept hitting me on the head.
Yeah,
And I just kept making fun of him every time he hit me on the head. It like pissed him off so much that I was making fun of him for hitting me. And then I get off the bus, and he gets off at my stop, and he tries to fight me. And I'm like, bro, I do not care about you. You're like like I called him insignificant to my life, and if you fight me, you're gonna lose. And then he like tried to hit me, and I just walked away. And then he tried to fight Connor, and then I was like, okay, whatever.
yeah. Luke's house was like right, like his cul-de-sac was across the street from the bus stop. So like he
That
literally
wasn't-
just walked home, and I was like, oh shoot, like I have like like it really wasn't that far. It was like 2 blocks to my house, but I was
Yeah.
like, bro, they're gonna like follow me home.
Yeah,
But
that was
he literally
very
did
annoying.
nothing.
And I think the last character we have to talk about on our bus, because we've kind of been rambling about the bus for a while too.
We could literally make a cartoon about this bus, bro.
That bus is so legendary. I
It
think
really
that cartoon
was.
would get like canceled in 3 seconds though.
Probably, but like,
But
yeah.
I need to talk about, or I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna talk about Keith. His name's not actually Keith, but I'm using filler names from now on because
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna use filler names. early
Before
in
we
the
say
podcast.
anything, I literally hate Keith. Like,
Yeah.
to my soul, I hate Keith so much. To this day, he's just. I hope he chokes.
I didn't hate him as much as Connor did. Connor just had a burning hatred towards him.
Yeah.
He was kind of my little apprentice. Like I just like took him under my wing. And so did I remember that other kid. Remember that kid, Daniel? That's not actually his name, but so there was Daniel and Keith. They were both. Keith was pretty annoying. He was like a 7th grader, and I was like a 9th grader. And you could tell that he came from like a super like, I wouldn't say like strict, but like restricting. That means the same exact thing. But like, he was like would get mad when like people would like say swear words and stuff. Like you could tell that his parents were like kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And I remember he got the aux one day and he played country music. It was so funny. Like, no,
His sole
this,
purpose in life was to just aggravate me so much. He reminded me
yeah,
of Hunter because he knew exactly what to do to piss me off so much. I
yeah.
remember like, oh bro, I just hate this kid.
He would like just mess with. He would troll Connor. Connor like got played by this kid. Like this kid would just like he was pretty sensitive, but at the same time he would just be like, "Hey Connor, pineapple banana." Like he would just say stuff like that, and Connor
Yeah.
would just like he lived in Connor's head rent free. Like Connor just could not like handle him, and I would just like teach this kid the lessons of life, and
You
he was
got
pretty
mad at him
cool.
too though. Like there was points where like literally the whole bus was just yelling at this kid because he was so annoying. Like it wasn't
He
just me. No one could stand this kid. And
yeah, it
then
was.
ninth grade, he was literally in my uh like
Oh
science
yeah, Earth
class.
Science. I
Yeah.
remember you said he was flossing one day. I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say
Bro, I
about
think
him?
I still have that video.
I need to talk about one time. This is like such a
You
sad
mean
moment,
Keith?
honestly. Oh yeah, Keith. We're talking about Keith, not um. So Keith got out. So like the bus route got. We had a sub, and the bus route got completely ruined. Everything was just like, it just went to shit. It was horrible.
Oh yeah.
And she just gave up and let us every single kid off at one place, and this kid Keith, even though it wasn't that far a walk, he was devastated.
He
He
like didn't know how to get home, so he was just dropped off in this place, and literally
uh
everyone else knew the area, and he was just like I don't know what to do. Like someone had to like bring him to his house that lived by him.
yeah, it was devastating for him
They
because
dropped us off right at Garfield though, our old
yeah.
school, so it was fun just walking home that day.
hmm I was kind of mad because I wanted to get home early, but
Yeah, like it was annoying, but at the same time, like it was at Garfield, so it wasn't like that
yeah, it
bad
wasn't
for
that
us.
bad of a walk. But it was such a weird. I don't know how you can be a bus driver and mess up a route that much. Like
Yeah, well,
at least
all the
hit one
students would
stop.
tell her the wrong directions. Like
Oh
our
yeah,
goal was to confuse her, and then the kids in the front would be like, "No, do this," and she was like who do I trust?"
why are those kids like? Those kids were goated. Why was I? I was such a mean person, bro. I
Yeah,
wasn't that. I wouldn't
facts.
usually mess up the route though. Only on the way there.
Yeah, we would like yell something like as a joke, like "Oh, like go left." Like obviously, like it's not the
I would only
directions.
do that on the way there because I would want to be late to school though. You know.
Yeah,
I
true.
would never do it on the way back because I'm wanting to get home. Like if you do that on the way back, you're a psychopath, honestly. But on the way there, I'd be like, "Oh, what direction do I go?" And I'm like, "Oh, you missed your turn. You had to turn like 5 streets back and like mess up the entire thing."
I remember
That way,
you made them turn around one
oh yeah,
time.
that was crazy. So whenever there was a sub driving us to school, I know it's immoral and wrong, but I would try to mess them up so I wouldn't have to get on school on time.
Yeah, keep in mind we were still younger kids at
Yeah,
this time, and
we've learned our lessons
yeah,
about life.
we've evolved from there.
I remember me and this other kid, I'm just gonna call him Seth. He would sit next to me on the bus sometimes because Connor was like, he was just boycotting me and didn't want to sit next to me. And we would always like say, "Can you turn on the AC?" And there was no AC on the bus. And we would just say it every single day. And the bus driver, her name was like Crystal. You can keep that name. I don't care.
I don't
She
even
would always
remember
be.
her.
She would like had like a bandana, and she was like weird. She was odd. She was not. She was a bad. Casey retired, and she was like the worst person to replace Casey. I just didn't
Oh
like her
yeah,
because she
bro,
wasn't
Casey
Casey.
retired. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
Casey was really cool, but Crystal was not the move. But basically, we would just ask, "Can you turn on the AC?" And she'd be like, "There's no AC. I've told you this every single day for the past week." And it was pretty funny.
Meanwhile, it's like in winter and everyone's freezing,
Yeah.
and Nick's like, "Can you turn on the AC?" while
Yep.
the heaters are going.
I was so funny. I was hilarious. I was a comedic mastermind back then.
Yeah.
Jeez, bro. This is an hour and 8 minutes right now, and we're not even halfway through this. Wait,
Bro,
we just
okay.
got
We
halfway
could
through.
we could make episodes just telling stories, like if people
This
want
could
to.
be a two-parter if we want to.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. The last
Okay.
like end of it though isn't that much substance though, so.
Oh yeah, true. Next one is public pools. So, basically, I've said basically probably 90 times this episode.
You skipped I Like Red.
Oh, I did. We'll talk about that after. I want
Okay.
to talk about public pools because I feel like it's cooler. So Connor had a membership to the natatorium, which was a pool in Idaho one year, and we would go there and we met like a legend, an Idaho public school legend, before he was like famous.
Yeah, this kid. Yeah, like this kid. I don't know how popular he was like at his elementary school, but like he was popular during junior high for all the wrong reasons. And
He had a train wreck of a junior high career. I feel bad for him honestly. Like
yeah, like
he's like a super strong conservative now and like is a super big Trump fan and that's super funny. So
bro,
I think
just the evolution of him is just like it's entertainment.
yeah, he's just such an entertaining person to be around. I sat next to him last year and he's like genuinely funny. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's
But
kind of um like misunderstood, I guess. But at the
yeah,
same time, like I just want to punch him in the face too, cause
he's annoying. Yeah,
yeah,
he's annoying, but he definitely does not deserve the amount of like bullying harassment he's got. But to be fair, he's made some pretty bad mistakes, especially in
yeah,
seventh grade. Seventh grade was a train wreck for him. I don't
bro.
I don't want to share the details because it's kind of inappropriate, but and also I don't want to expose him because I'm sure somehow someone could figure it out.
Yeah.
But he had a tough junior high, but I think he's a pretty cool guy otherwise than that. But this started on
We
the
met
public
so
pools.
we met this kid at the natatorium, and me and Luke would just go to the natatorium, and it was literally so bad. We didn't do this just at the pool, like we did this hanging out like outside of my house. We would just see girls walk by, and Luke he started this trying to embarrass, or maybe I did this to embarrass him, but I was just like, he has a crush on you, like thinking we're like comedic legends for saying this, and be like,
We
hey,
thought we were like gonna become like famous YouTubers off this.
yeah, like
Like
if we were to do this now, like people would probably say like it's sexual harassment, but like we would just be like, he has a crush on you, and then we did it to this kid's sister, and she went and got her brother, and then they started kicking water at us, and we created a water fight.
I swear it was literally just like it felt like a scene from a movie. Just the way he talked to us and just the way like
I don't
I
speak
just
stupid.
no, he said so he pretended to be like a robot and he's like deet 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 computing and he
Oh
said
yeah.
he's like stupid not understood or something like that and we were just like we were
Stupid
just
does
like
not compute.
yeah or something like that and we just couldn't take it. We laughed so hard at that and
Yeah.
he was just such a legend. But it all started because we picked a fight with the wrong guy. We said Connor had a crush on his little sister, which I think wasn't even his sister because he always said, dude, dude, she's not my sister.
No, that's
'Cause
his sister.
why did he always say that? He always said it wasn't his sister.
I don't know, but I know for a fact that that's his sister. So, I've been to this kid's house a couple times. Like, we were kind of homies, but one like before, we were homies. Like a while before, when me and Luke would go to the natatorium. Like I went there by myself one day, I think with my brother probably, and this kid was there with his sister, and I was like, oh shoot, like I don't have Luke, I don't have backup. I don't even remember what happened. I just remember thinking that, and then like my memory doesn't remember anything after that. I
Bro,
don't think anything happened, honestly.
you have to tell them about the first day of school, 7th grade, when he saw you.
Oh yeah, he like it wasn't the first day, it was one of the first days, and like I got out of my car, and then he saw me, and he just was like, you, and he like pointed at me, and I was like, bruh, because me and Luke saw him the first day, and we were like, yo, it's that kid, and we were like kind of hype, and then like he saw me one time, and he was like, you, and he just
He's
pointed
like,
at me.
you. We were like, no way. I remember one time in tech, he was in our tech class, and I felt so bad for him. This one kid would always just break his projects. Like, it wasn't even funny. It was just being mean. Like, he would just break his projects.
Wait, who?
Uh, let's call him.
You can't say that because I don't know his name. I'll just tell me and I'll bleep it out.
Whenever they
Dang,
like
that's messed
didn't
up.
complete their mission, they would go break like 6 people's projects.
Oh, I kind of.
They would just like go on a
now.
rampage.
Bro, tech class was legendary. Whenever the teacher wasn't there, kids would literally just make weapons with like the supplies there.
Tech class was so fun. Remember the drone when I crashed the drone and Mr. Biggs got mad at me?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna call him Mr. Gibbs.
Bro, whenever I type Gibbs, it autocorrects to Biggs, and I have like just a memory flashback. But
Mr. Gibbs, that's not his actual name. I know I've already said that, but he was such a goated teacher. Like, he had such a dry sense of humor that, like, you never knew when he was joking or when you were actually in trouble.
yeah.
I remember one time, me and my friend, we were messing around on Google Images, and we were looking up Christian gun shirts. It was so funny. And then we're like, oh, you know what would be also funny? We looked up like something feminine, some shirts, and then there's just a shirt with like boobies, and it's just boobs. And then Mr. Gibbs comes by, walks behind us, and he takes over the computer. He like grabs my mouse and he like opens a new tab, goes to Gmail. He's like, "What's your parents' email?" And I'm like, it's and he's like, "Oh, I'm just joking," and then just walked away. Like, it's just that type of stuff. He was like, and then sometimes he would actually get you in trouble.
Yeah,
So like,
then
you never
sometimes
know.
he'd like actually be like mad at you.
Yeah, so he was interesting in that way.
Yeah.
Next one is I Like Red. This is the last one of this topic, right?
Yeah.
Because we did Eminem phase.
Yeah, this one, it's really not much to explain. Basically, in 6th and 7th, or 5th and 6th grade, I thought I was really funny, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna come up with a catchphrase. And it was literally just, I like red. So I would just, like, say that, like, all the time. And, like, I don't really understand my thought process. I was like, yeah, this is funny. This is, like, what I'm just gonna say all the time. And
I
then,
got so mad at it.
yeah,
Like,
Luke hated it. Like, it was the ultimate trolling device.
it just pissed me off. Like, because he would like exclusively use it when he was around his crushes. And I was like, bro,
Yeah.
how do they think this
such
is
a
funny?
cute thing. Like, they're gonna love me forever. And they bought it
And-
too.
Yeah, they did. They're like, I like red.
They're
Why
like,
does he
"Oh,
like
that's
red?
so
Why?
funny."
Why does he like red? And I'm like, he's like, he doesn't even like red. He's more of a green guy. But it's bro, you were definitely like, you resonated with green. Like, you have green vibes.
Really?
I think
blue
it's just
now.
because of your green backpack.
Oh yeah, my green camo backpack.
Yeah, I thought I resonated blue, but apparently I'm green.
Bro,
vibes.
you resonate piss-colored Gatorade vibes.
Bro, what?
Just kidding. I just remember that you used to drink Gatorade all the time.
Gatorade was yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the. Wait, do you have anything else to say about that?
No, I was just gonna move on.
Oh yeah, Sam. Awkward moment.
Awkward
We're on to the
silence.
4th level now. With only close friends will know this information, most likely.
Yeah.
So, like, Nick Weiss and probably like 2 other people might know this. I don't even know if they're gonna listen to this. So this is super like no one knows about this. Like,
Yeah.
you may, like, if you like went to East, you may have known some of this stuff, but
How many
not
people-
this stuff.
How many people? Because I don't like really know, but how many people, like, in real life know about me and you and listen to this podcast?
I would say like 3. I don't know, because I know my girlfriend does,
Uh-huh.
and maybe Nick. I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know.
get Nick to listen to this one for sure.
Yeah.
Because he'll be like interested in it. But I don't know. I'm sure there's probably like one that we just don't have like any idea about. So if you live in Idaho and you're listening to this part right now, comment down below, because I just want to see if we have any local fans. Well, it's
Yeah.
not really local for you, but it's local for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's-
It's still kind of local. Those are my roots, even though technically I lived here before. But
Yeah, you lived there for like
So
So
for those of
fifth,
you who don't
sixth.
know, I was born in Massachusetts, and then at the end of 4th grade, I moved to Idaho for 5th to the end of 9th grade, and then I moved back here. It's a long story, so I'm not really gonna talk about it, but that's the timeline.
Okay, we're finally on to the close friend level now. The
Yeah.
first entry that we have is Luke and Connor beefs. Like obviously we've had beefs, like everybody know, like every friendship has beefs, but we had some pretty significant beefs, honestly.
Yeah,
Like back in our,
the first one like was kind of just for no reason.
yeah, I think it was just like normal kid stuff, or just
Yeah,
like
it was just
you're
like
not my friend anymore. Like
yeah,
I'm
literally
never
for
gonna be friends with you.
literally for no reason at all.
Yeah, we just formed a vendetta against each other, and we just had enough.
Yeah.
And like I think what like pushed you over the edge was basically I pulled this little gag on Connor back in the day where I would take off his hat and then I'll just run away.
Bro, it wasn't just you. It was literally everyone. You got like that was the reason. That's the
Me
reason
and
why I don't wear
Hunter,
hats anymore.
me and Hunter like invented it. It was like we were just like his me and his little brother invented this method of
Yeah.
abuse, and he got pissed at that. And one day I took it like a little too far. I took it and I put it on top of like a moving car, and it just drove away. It eventually fell off.
It wasn't
But then
moving though. It was literally a stopped
oh
car.
yeah, it was
And
a stopped car,
we were
and then it just
walking and
like
he
started
took it
driving.
off and he put it on top of the like the roof of the car, and then the car started driving away and it like fell off. I don't think that's what set me over off the edge though,
No, no, no.
'cause
That's not what set you over the edge. What set you over the edge is when I took it off again, like later that day, I'm pretty sure, and then put it in a trash can.
oh yeah, and then I just
And
gave up.
you, he just cracked. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna get it. You have to get it. And I'm like, I'm not getting it. And that's just kind of where it started. And he lost that hat. It was honestly like a heartbreaking moment. Like this was like people thought it was over for us. Like this was the start of the end. But eventually we figured it out, I think.
Bro,
And then our
remember you were like safety patrol?
yeah, that
Basically
was so fire.
basically Luke would like hold the no walking signs cuz this school was like right on a big intersection, so they'd have to have like a safety patrol out. And every day I'd walk past Luke cuz I got to leave school like after the time it got out, and he'd have to stay for like 30 minutes longer and do the safety patrol. And I just walked past him and like we just had beef for no
Yeah.
reason at all.
I don't think we had much beef at that time.
No, I remember that
Oh,
was the start of 6th grade, and like I just like decided, I was like, yeah, I'm just done with this kid. Like I vibed with him the whole summer of 5th grade, but we're just not friends anymore. And then, like because it was like no reason at all that we had to stop. Like we decided to stop being friends. We became friends again.
bro, you know what was so goated? Waiting in that like ditch for people to finish safety patrol. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, with like
And
the
then we could
signs by the car wash.
yeah, it was so fun. I remember like every day someone would be waiting for me or we would be waiting for Nick. And it was just like I don't know, it was so legendary.
Yeah.
So and then oh what was I gonna talk oh yeah, the next beef. This is like the next substantial beef. We probably had other smaller ones that we forgot about. If they come to mind, just say it. But I think this is like the hugest beef. Like this one had the potential to never be solved. It's because
Not really. It really
I know.
like
I'm just
we were
funny.
still bros on Snapchat. I just
Yeah.
blocked your number.
So basically, me and Connor kind of had a beef at the end of ninth grade because I would mess with him on the bus.
Luke,
I would flash a flashlight at him,
yeah.
and
That one
I think
didn't really
his
like mess with me that much. It was just early in the morning and I was like, "Bro, like don't do this." And then it got like old and I was like, "Okay, I'm just trying to listen to music and not fall asleep." But Luke was just like he's just such a troll. Like he's still like this and like he like we were friends for like 4 years by then, so he just knew exactly what to do just to piss me off, and he just wouldn't hold back. And I had just had enough of him, and he was sending me like all these dumb memes and stuff, so I just blocked his number and I was like, I've
I'd
had
send
it.
him I'd send him like 60 pictures a day. It was just like random things. It would be like stock images of like old men.
Yeah. But
And I remember I like sent you like so many during one of my sister's band concerts.
yeah, I remember that during the band concert I went with you. Or no,
Yeah.
wait, during a different band concert that we were in, we literally
Uh-huh.
just looked up stock images the whole time, like while we were
That's
in the
so funny.
audience. But like I blocked your number, and the reason I didn't like unblock it is because I literally just didn't know how, and like we just talked on Snapchat more, so I was like, he only sends me memes on text, so I'm just not gonna unblock him. And I
Yeah,
kind
and
of
then
just
you like
forgot
kind of
about it.
stopped using Snapchat though for a while, I feel like. And
Maybe.
I just
I think
remember
we just stopped sending streaks.
yeah, or something. And there was just like a point in time because he just moved away, and like our numbers were blocked, and like there was just like a couple month period. I feel like it was like the summer,
Yeah.
the entire summer basically, plus like the first couple months of school where we just were like did not say anything to each other. Like we weren't like on bad terms. We just like didn't really care.
Yeah.
And then somehow I feel like it was like that group chat, that one group chat that I somehow got you into. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't think it was that. I think it was way before that we were like,
Oh.
because you wouldn't
How
have
did I
added me
do
to
that?
that for no reason. We just slowly started talking more,
Yeah.
and it
I
just,
think like there's like one time we just like eventually like clicked back though into like friendship when on Thanksgiving break.
I don't even remember. Probably
Remember
sometime.
we like that was like when we like FaceTimed for like 2 days straight.
Yeah, I remember that. That was after we started doing. Oh wait, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
After we started doing Luke and Connor stuff.
Yeah, because didn't we do it in October?
I don't know, but I think we like clicked before that, like back again. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Well,
really
the thing
matter.
is, I feel like that was like the turning point because I feel like if that didn't happen, we probably just would have abandoned the page after 3 days again. You know?
Yeah, true.
We
Literally,
started
the
on
only reason this page hasn't been abandoned is because we just motivate each other.
yeah, we go through like phases of like not caring about this at all, and then like we'll just like think of an idea and we're like, wow, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll just like
We'll text
grind
each other
that.
and then hype each other up.
Yeah, is like the YouTube. Like we already got hype over that, and we haven't even started anything except for like that one sentence I wrote.
Yeah, Luke made his thesis claim or whatever.
I like wrote. I'm gonna like structure our YouTube video like a AP Lang essay.
Yeah.
Probably not actually, because that seems like way too much work. But yeah, we've had our beefs, and we've gotten into beefs over the not the podcast, our posts.
Not
Every
really,
once in a
though.
while, but every once in a while, we're like, I'm very stubborn. You're not that stubborn, but
I'm
like
stubborn, but at the same time, like,
you don't care.
I don't really care that much about, like,
Yeah.
stuff.
I'll usually win like the arguments, and sometimes it does not pay off at all. Like sometimes when I like get my way,
Yeah.
it just like backfires so bad.
Yeah,
So
I'll just give
I've
up because I
learned-
know it's easier, and, like, it's not, Luke doesn't always do the best. Like, I feel like we get competitive with stuff we edit sometimes, which is good
Yeah.
because it drives us to do better. But then sometimes you'll, like, argue the point that yours is better just to argue it, and I'm like, no, mine is, like, it just looks better.
Yeah, that's like what it always boils down to. We're like, but mine just looks better.
Yeah.
We'll like have like all these like points, and then we'll just eventually say it, and then we're like, wait, we're just gonna have to ask every single person we know which one is better.
Yeah, and then
once-
everyone always chooses Luke's.
I'd never say it either. Like I always just say I just send like 3 images, and I say like choose the best one, and I don't like say whose is whose at all, and I don't even give them context. So like from their perspective, they probably just think I edited 3 things or something.
Yeah.
And then they always pick mine for some reason.
But then yours, like, tends to age worse.
Yeah. I feel like
I feel like sometimes I have just, like, cleaner stuff that
Yeah.
like looks more boring at first, but when you really, like, look at it, it's not, like, too much going on, I guess.
I mean,
don't know.
you've won a couple of them, like the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy one for
Yeah.
the Kanye.
Like, when
But
I
the
know
thing
mine's
is-
really better, like, I'll just do it anyways, and I'll just argue with you. But sometimes
feel
I'll
like-
also just, like, edit something, and I'll just argue with you a little bit just because it's fun, and I'm like, no, it's better, and then just, like, know that you're gonna do it anyways, so not really care.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like whoever wins usually is like ends up losing in the long run because you put the wrong list for me on that slide,
Oh yeah.
remember? So I would have had the correct list,
Bro, we've been
but
getting better at the editing
yeah.
mistakes. We used to be like every single post.
Actually, we made an editing mistake on the Young Thug one. I noticed it the other day.
Oh.
I put for the number one song, I said your number one song is a knockoff. It's knocked off, not knockoff. So basically, me and Connor are really bad at song titles. Like,
yeah.
you can probably just go through every single one of our posts, and I'm sure like it's like
Keisha's
probably
Dong.
50%. Yeah, that one is because I copied and pasted your list.
Yeah,
and I
that was
told
just
you to
like a
fix it,
misspell.
and you didn't. You didn't fix it, and I should have checked, but I didn't. So Connor spelled Keisha's song as Keisha's dong, and then never corrected it, and I didn't want to like type every single song word for word, so I just copy and pasted it, and it said Keisha's dong. We're at an hour and 30 minutes.
Wow.
Probably not, because you're gonna edit a lot of stuff out. It's probably like an hour 20 minutes for them.
Yeah, but most of it's just gonna be like bleeps.
True. Next one we have is TWSS.
This is like the legendary. This is just like
We
I don't even know
actually.
how to explain it.
I should have put this higher. Because you know what I realized? I captioned one of my Instagram posts like TWSS reunion for when I came to Boston. So
Oh yeah.
technically this should be higher, but whatever.
It doesn't
No one knows
matter.
what they don't know what TWSS is.
Do we like explain what it is?
Yeah, we got to.
Okay.
It's too legendary. So basically, me, Connor, was Nick even in it?
I feel like we dragged
He was-
Nick into it. I don't know if he like really
He was like an
cared.
unofficial member. He was like Frank Ocean in Odd Future. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't like technically a member.
We're-
Okay,
me and Luke and Nick are just like the group, so even if Nick doesn't really care, he's still just a part of it. So
So it was me, Nick, this kid named I'm gonna call him Muhammad, and then this kid named I'm gonna call him I don't even know what to call him Anthony. So Muhammad and Anthony, these two kids, and we created this gang called TWSS, and it stands for That's What She Said.
yeah, we
We
thought
thought
it was
we were
so
s-
funny.
I don't even know why. It's just we thought it was like next like cheer.
Oh,
next
you know
comedy.
how we came up with it?
How?
It was literally because we didn't want to say that's what she said in front of my little brother because we didn't want to explain what it was. So we were just like TWSS.
It was so dumb.
Yeah.
But we made a Roblox group for it. We like had a group fund. We had a Minecraft world. It was such a big deal. Like
Yeah.
this, we thought we were gonna go to the next level.
Oh, Nick was a part of it because he stayed up all night and built the TWSS castle with us.
No, he didn't.
He didn't? That was just me
I don't
and you.
think he did.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was just me, you, and Hunter.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Hunter.
Yeah.
Because remember, we sabotaged Hunter after he entered our building, so we destroyed his entire house.
Yeah, I remember that now.
So the TWSS builds like is crazy. Okay, so this kid Muhammad, he put in $20 to our group fund, which when
This
you're
is like
in
$1
fifth-
million. Like
Yeah, when you're in fifth grade, it's so much. You're like, I could buy like 20 Baja Blasts. With
yeah,
that
I was just
during
gonna say
happy hour.
Baja Blasts are $1, and that's like the currency. So
Yeah, so we were like, Abhishek, are you insane? And then like I told my dad about it, and he's like, that's it. TWSS is canceled. No more. Because he was like, this is probably not good that this kid's putting $20 into it.
yeah,
And he told us to give the money back, but I tried to, and then Muhammad's like, I don't care. You can have it. So we decided to make a tribute with those $20 to end TWSS. And we went to the Jacksons, me and Anthony, and we bought sodas for every TWSS member.
yeah.
And Connor wasn't there, so I dropped it at his doorstep. And Anthony took his to Muhammad. It was a pretty legendary moment.
It was.
Also, TWSS was a Roblox football league we tried to make. Like, we rebranded it into Roblox Football League. And that failed miserably. Connor made like a stadium for every single team, and then we just gave up.
Yeah, I just liked building stuff in like Roblox Studio for no reason, and then Luke and my brother liked playing like Roblox football, so they were like, "Oh, TWSS League," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just build stadiums for no reason because I don't have anything else to do except play Steam games on my Mac that runs at 10 frames per second.
Yeah, it's definitely legendary. And then I'm gonna tie into another one we have on this is our old Minecraft worlds. We had the TWSS Minecraft mobile world.
Yeah.
And gosh, Pocket Edition, not Minecraft Mobile. It was so legendary. So you know how like you can like instant build a tower with like lava and water.
Yeah, it's called lava casting for all of you Minecraft nerds.
We lava casted like this giant castle, and it was so awesome. And we like spelled out TWSS, and it was just like it was like our hub.
Yeah.
And we let Hunter, his little brother, I know I've said that probably 8 times. You probably know who he is by now. But we let him play in the world. But we're like, if you enter our castle, you will face the consequences. And he entered our castle, and he destroyed his building, and then put a TWSS flag on it.
Oh yeah.
And he cried. That was kind of a messed up moment.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of messed up moments in our childhood, but
basically TWSS was an empire that was not to be messed with. And if you mess with it, it was over. That's basically all we have for TWSS, but like I don't know why it impacted us so much, even though it like lasted for like a month.
yeah, I don't know.
Really do much.
It
just was like I don't know. We just like loved the idea of having our own like club, and we were gonna eventually make YouTube videos once Connor got permission.
It was gonna be like a YouTube channel, and like we were gonna just be social media stars.
I mean, it kind of like this is just TWSS, but with music. Like this is.
Yeah, it's pretty much happening right now. So like
we lived out our dream.
Like the 5th and 6-year-old in us would be so hype if they knew that this is what would happen.
Except they're like, wait, what is MERS about? And they would just be so confused about.
They're like, wait, why am I having dreams about going to an Animal Collective concert?
With a pet monkey.
Yeah, for those of you who didn't see our story today, I had a dream last night that I went to an Animal Collective concert, or I got tickets for it, and I was like, I should start listening to their music, because I've never even heard of one of their songs. Like, I just know about them. Because of Luke.
That's why it's so funny to me.
Yeah.
It's just because you like don't listen to them. You just like got concert tickets. Like,
yeah.
You had a pet monkey is just so random.
So
okay, on the
next
can
one.
I go to the next one? Because I'm gonna transition it nice.
Okay.
On the topic of Minecraft, our next one is Xbox addictions. This kind of ties in with old Minecraft world too, because Xbox addictions was like our idol back in the day.
Yeah, this is a YouTube channel you guys can look up if you want to.
Yeah, basically he was just like your stereotypical trolling channel that just made fun of little kids. But I don't know, like it was just so funny back in the day. There's just something about it that was just like
there's something about
gold.
that channel in specific that just drew us to it.
It's just like I don't even know why. It was just like the way I feel like it just like eventually just progressed like worse and worse with every video.
It got worse, but at the start it was just something else.
It was just something special, and like they were. One time we had a sleepover at my neighbor's house.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about this.
We didn't really mess with him that much, but he had a lot of.
It's messed up, but the only reason we messed with him is because he was like kind of rich and he had all the good snacks, and like all the fun games and like all that stuff. So we were like, not gonna mess with him too much because, like.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up, but that's just what happens with kids. Like me and Connor both didn't have like. Well, you had a Wii, but we didn't have like any like video game consoles.
Yeah.
And we just had crappy computers. Like when we came across someone with video games, especially when they lived close to us, because like Nick had video games, we had to drive. Like we would have to get rides to get to his house.
Yeah.
But this kid was just like, he was such a like gracious. It was like we thought it was like a gift from God. But the problem is he was like an asshole, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't that great, so I don't even mind taking advantage of him for snacks.
Yeah, so there's a lot of beef with it, but let's go to the Xbox addiction story. One day we're having a sleepover at his house, and we're like, we should start a Minecraft world on your Xbox. And he's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And me and Connor, like, we didn't like communicate this beforehand, but we knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
We were gonna pull off an Xbox addictions troll on this kid. And I don't even remember how it went. I think it just, like, he didn't care at all. And oh yeah, I remember. he was like, so he was looking for a jungle in Minecraft, and he's like, I need a jungle, and we just kept saying, wait, there's trees right there, and he's like, no, a jungle, like he like freaked out, and then we watched Happy Tree Friends after it because we got bored.
Wait, I remember placing lava buckets really high up in the air.
Yeah, we probably like destroyed his stuff.
I
and he
think
got
I
mad.
think like he really didn't care that much, and then we just tried to troll him in the end, and it was just a fail, and it really wasn't.
I
that
think he just
fun.
like quit, and then remember we convinced him to buy Just Cause 2 so we could play it.
Yeah, I stayed up that whole entire night and just played Just Cause on his Xbox, and
Bro,
then like 2 years later, I stayed up all night again and played Just Cause 3 on Nick's Xbox at his house.
bro, why was Just Cause like? It's the like goat sleepover game. Like
Yeah,
when
it
you're playing
really
it by
is.
yourself, it's just like it's boring by yourself. But when you're at a sleepover and playing Just Cause 2 or 3, it's just like it just hit different. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I remember like me and Nick would always like one up each other like with funny things to do in the game. We like thought we were like geniuses. And like I remember I thought I was so funny because Dougie and Nick would always laugh when I was playing the game.
Yeah, I wasn't on the level of thinking of funny things. I just like going around and like destroying all the buildings and actually like playing the game and completing it. Like there's just something about that game it was just so fun. But like all it was only fun at sleepovers. Like
Yeah, it
I don't
was
know how
weird.
to describe it.
Bro, I'm just getting flashbacks to like Nick's living room playing Just Cause.
I
Like,
know, me too.
and that just specific smell of his house, like so nostalgic.
When he wore my shorts.
That was not what I'm talking about, but whatever.
That was that same
Um,
day too.
um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about the kid that lived across the street. Why we don't like him is he was like an airsoft junkie, and one
Yeah.
day Connor's little brother wanted to like play with him or something. I wasn't there at the time. I was like doing something else. I don't even remember. But like he everybody was playing airsoft and everybody was having fun, and Hunter comes over and knocks at the door and he's like, "Can I play?" And he's like, "No, you can't," and shoots him. Like
Yeah.
he shoots him with like a little kid with an airsoft gun for no reason, just because he said, "Can I play?" And he started crying, and then he was like making fun of him for crying. So I'll just let.
Didn't we like
I'll
go
just,
into your house and hide from him after that?
I wasn't there, so you may have, but I
I'm
wasn't
pretty
there.
sure you were there.
I wasn't. I may have been at my house, but I wasn't at that event.
Yeah, you were like at your house though.
Oh, I don't know why. You guys didn't invite me to that. That's messed up.
I don't think we were even playing airsoft. Like, I don't remember.
Bro, you were. You were. He was there. I just remember being there.
Are you sure you're not confusing 2 different days?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not, because I remember. You know how like he was like kind of dramatic sometimes. He's like, "Oh, that is so messed up. How did that even happen?"
Yeah.
He would like say that like about like a Hunter getting shot.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember that much, but I remember just going to your house like early in the morning and you answering in your PJs like just like you just woke up and you were like, "What?" And I would just be like, "Want to play?"
I would do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Bro, I was so annoying when I'd come to your house and you weren't there. It was just like such a waste of time.
Yeah. I remember one time like you didn't text me or anything. I was just in my room taking a nap and you literally woke me up and you were just there at my bed. And I was like, "What the heck?" Like you're like, "Hunter let me in."
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure Hunter just let me in.
Yeah. And
Bro,
I
I
used to
think
be a YouTube junkie when I was a little kid, so like there'd be some days where I just didn't want to hang out with Luke and he'd just want to hang out and I'm like, "No, like just leave me alone." I wouldn't say that, but I'd make up excuses like I have to clean my room or something like.
bro, that was so annoying. He had to clean his room every 3 days, but he like
Yeah, honestly, I actually did because I never cleaned it as a kid. But like now, bro, now it's like spotless. But like my dad would always be on me, like saying I have to clean my room, and like you didn't believe me that I couldn't hang out until I cleaned my room because I'd always
I
say
just
it.
didn't understand how you would get your room so dirty in like 2 seconds. Like
I know.
one
I
day
don't
you would
understand
clean your.
either.
It's probably because of Hunter, but whatever.
Yeah, he literally would come in and play with stuff and then just trash it, and then I would do the same thing, but just blame it all on him and be like, "It's his fault," but just not clean it up myself. I don't even know.
What do we have next?
Um,
I've done this all out of order. So
We have Village Dairy and Jackson's. We mentioned
Yeah.
Jackson's earlier, but Jackson's is just, it's like the 7-Eleven of the West Coast. I don't even
Well,
know.
it's only like in Idaho, and it's
Oh,
like it's starting to dwindle because they like changed it to Extra Mile. A lot of them, it's called like Extra Mile now. But Jackson's is like 7-Eleven of Idaho. It's
yeah.
like a convenience store.
And we would just, it was right across the street from the school, like the back of it. So we would, like everyone would just go there after school and get snacks. And then I think they like made like a school rule against it, but no one even cared, and everyone still
No,
went.
it was after we left.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure because, so you know that one I'm just gonna call him his actual name because no one knows who he is. That one kid, Mikey.
Yeah.
Remember him? He shoplifted from there.
Oh.
So they said no more going to Jackson's
Dang.
after school. So that was definitely after.
Bro, I remember there, cause like Garfield like had some poor kids there, like we said earlier. There would just be kids like hanging around Jackson's that didn't have money, and when you went, they'd be like, "Can you buy me this?" And like you just don't know this kid at all, but like,
And you only have like 6 cents on you, and
yeah,
you're like buying not 6 cents, but you're like buying like the cheapest thing in the entire store. You're like, no, I can't.
yeah. I remember I bought this one little black kid like something for $1, and I just felt like such a good person because he was like so happy after, and I was like, "Aw."
Bro, I remember they would like do like free hot chocolate in the mornings for like a week in October, and that was always so fire.
The car wash on the other side of the school across the street had free popcorn, and the school, maybe this is what I was thinking of, because the school made it so kids couldn't go to that after.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
and I would always
everyone
be
would
like,
just go to get the
I would never
popcorn.
go
Same.
because I never wanted to get in trouble.
I'd have other people get it for me because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, we were so paranoid, and then we would talk to drunk people because the school is literally right across from a bar,
Yeah.
which I don't think is very cool, but
Yeah, I'd
There's
walk
al-
past it every day and be like, this
Yeah.
is like a weird location.
so we were right by a bar, and sometimes we would mess with the drunk people. And
Bro.
it was kind of fun.
Remember that drunk lady that was like driving around yelling at us, and then some neighbor
Yeah.
came out and saved us?
Yeah, it was.
Guy's
I can't.
mom.
Yeah, I was
I'll
gonna say
bleep
that. I was
her.
gonna say Michael.
It was Michael's mom.
It was a legendary moment. We got saved from a drunk lady because this kid named Damien, he said monkey dictionary, and she got really offended by that. She was
Yeah.
like, "What did you say to me?" And we didn't even like say it at her. He just like said it because he was like doing the joke. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna say a bad word." Wait, no, I didn't. And then she got pissed off.
Yeah. But Village Dairy is a convenience store by my house in Massachusetts. It's not a chain or anything, so like I doubt anyone has heard of it. It's just like a little shop owned by this Indian guy and his son. But every day, me and Luke and Nick, not every day, but like most nights, we would go there and get snacks every night.
Yeah, we got the munchies and we would just go over there.
Yeah.
And I spent probably the majority of the money I brought to Massachusetts at that location, sadly. But it was some of the best like candy and salt and vinegar chips I ever ate. So,
That's good.
and it helped me get through editing Juice World posts. So
Oh yeah. We
that
edited
was
Whoa. We edited like 3 posts while they were here, which honestly, like at the time I was like, wow, we're not posting at all. Like we're going so slow when we're here because we were expecting the grind. But now that I'm thinking about it, like 3 posts in a week was pretty good for us. Like we don't even do that now.
yeah. I think it's just because we have school now. Like in the summer in quarantine, we could literally post every day if we really wanted to.
Yeah,
But
true.
we didn't really want to. But like I miss that era of like quarantine in the summer
I
where we were
know.
just like I wish we took it more seriously back then.
Same. If that happened this year, like when we're on our grind, just think about like all the possibilities.
Yeah, we got the like this like sudden sense of motivation at like the very wrong time. And now we're probably like gonna have like another pandemic and then we're not gonna care at all. So I probably shouldn't be saying much. Because I feel like if like COVID like relapses or whatever, and then we're just gonna be like, yeah, we'll post it tomorrow. And we'll just like do that all over again.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I watched this like YouTube video that was like, when you're motivated about something, try to like make a routine out of it. So that's what I'm trying to do, and make like a routine, because now it's just becoming like a habit, even though we've literally only like had this like kind of post schedule for like a week. But it's starting to like
Yeah, we're posting like every day
yeah.
for the weekdays at least.
Yeah. We post reels like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then we do like actual post on Thursday and Tuesday. And then the podcast on the weekends. So we're really grinding.
So that was our gas station lore. Now we're going to talk about Guns the movie. This was our like creative masterpiece.
We should talk about stop motion and reverse videos before, cuz Guns the
Okay.
movie was like leading up to that. So
Okay.
basically, like, I forget if this was before. No, I think like around the time I moved, like I had all these like Legos and stuff, and like I was into like cameras and stuff like that, and like I forget who, but someone showed me this app called Stop Motion Studio, and you take a bunch of pictures and it just makes a little stop motion video out of all the pictures, and like I'd always like make them with my Lego stuff and like all this stuff. And I don't remember like to the extent of how much Luke was involved, but
I tried to make my own one time and I just like it was so bad and I was like, this is horrible. What's wrong with me? And I gave up because you were way better at it.
yeah,
But I like admired it.
now that I remember, I started doing that like with my friend here in Massachusetts before I moved. She didn't really do it that much, but like I was doing it and I like showed her because we used to play Legos a lot. But then like I moved and there was this thing called reversed videos, which is literally you just take a video and it reverses it. So we went around and like tried to do cool things, like throw a hat onto a bed and like it reversed and looked like we caught it. It's really dumb stuff. But we tried
But
to.
I have it.
That was like the first one we did, and we'd start to like get more creative from there.
I have a YouTube video on my personal channel.
Oh
It's
yeah,
called-
I forgot about that.
It's me doing backward things in like 5th grade, and it's to saxophone music. It's 3 dislikes, bro. What in the
Dang.
world? 3 people dislike this?
Wait, show
And
me.
do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, but I don't understand what's happening.
It's just reverse.
Oh.
It's just a random reverse. I'll send it to you so you can see it better. But basically, it's just me like pouring water and like throwing like a glove and like putting on my shoe all in reverse.
I'll
It was
put it
sup-
on the screen so they know.
Okay, it was probably my magnum opus. I made it in 5th grade, and we just like we thought we were gonna like make a movie someday.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, our next thing
We ended
is
up
Guns
making a
the movie. Guns the movie. This was like our idea. So we were like, we need to make an action movie that's like super bad, because no one's ever done that before, right? No one.
Yeah.
And we were gonna like make it like super over the top with like all the Nerf guns and stuff. And then we made like a trailer for it on, what is it called? iMovie.
Yeah. It was like iMovie trailers.
Yeah, and we made a trailer for it, and it was just amazing and hilarious, and it was just like a legendary thing that we made, and we loved it so much.
Yeah.
And it was like super hot. I remember it was like super hot in the summer.
Bro, on your
Is it-
YouTube video, this has nothing to do with it, but on your private account, you have your Artiega Frederick Douglass video.
I know. How do you see that? Did I
I-
leave that public?
Yeah, you must.
Oh, oops.
Unless sending me the link of that video like gave me access. I only see 4 on here. The Yes My
Bruh, that's
Children.
so funny. I need to delete all those videos. They're all so cringe.
Yeah.
What
Bank
were-
Account
we're-
Bot remix.
that was a legendary moment. We could have talked about that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep talking about Guns the movie. So basically, I had a film class for a couple weeks in 7th grade, or was it 8th grade? It was 8th grade, and we created Guns the movie together, and that's about it.
Yeah. So, in between there, I made like a stop motion trailer with Lego people, and it was so bad.
I don't even. Oh yeah, actually, I remember seeing that. And you like had it on like a CD. I mean, on a
Really?
DVD. Yeah, you did. I remember
Oh.
you had it on a DVD.
Yeah, I got like a disk drive when I got my computer, and I could like burn discs onto it, and I got like CDs and DVDs because I was like, oh, like I'm gonna like make videos or whatever. So I was just like, did that.
Damn, I wonder if anybody's actually gonna listen to this all the way through. I'm like starting to get fatigued just talking. Like
I
we're
don't
almost
know.
done with this, but if you're listening to this point, you're a legend.
Yeah,
And
at
we
the end
love
of
you.
this, I'm gonna say a word, and actually you could just skip it. So if you're
It doesn't
listening,
matter. We'll still do it.
if you're
We'll do it
listening,
right now.
yeah, if you're listening to this, just comment orange juice baby.
What? What's with me and orange juice?
Bro, do
And,
you
like, the
remember
word
one
orange.
day in Garfield you were like out in the hall and you looked up orange juice baby, and you were obsessed with it for a week?
Like I still like that though. Like I like when I have to just like randomly name something. Like when I, especially like when I'm naming files.
Like Orange
It's,
Juice Collective.
yeah, it's either gonna be orange juice, or poop. Like when I'm just like naming something that it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's just always something like that.
I've
I don't even know why. It's just orange is a funny word, like a funny sounding word to me. Like orange. It just sounds weird.
Can you rhyme with orange?
Door hinge. Door hinge. It rhymes.
Bruh.
Eminem. Did you ever watch that video? He was like on some like news thing.
Yeah.
He was like on 60 Minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that when I was little and I was like, wow, he really is just a lyrical genius.
He's just perfect. I want to marry him.
Yeah. Are we ready for the bottom level now?
Yeah, I think we did everything on the close friend level.
So, the bottom
These are-
level is forbidden
Yeah.
information.
This just stays between the two of us. This is just,
Well, not anymore if like we're telling people.
yeah.
But
Well, one of these we're just gonna keep classified and just keep it under the radar
does
and
Nick
just
know
lead
about
you
it?
on. I don't know,
Okay.
but the first one is, it's a very dark topic. It's Luke and Connor sex tape. It's real. It's out there.
Yeah.
It got leaked onto Pornhub, so you could probably find it.
But don't search it because we'll be sad.
Yep, it's very real and it's out there.
Yeah.
Basically, it all happened when I was in Boston. I was chilling on Connor's bed and I took a selfie. And someone replied to the story just with like Luke and Connor sex tape. And we were like, wait, that's actually a good idea. That's so profitable. And basically, we're like, hey, Nick, can you go get something for us at Village Dairy? And he went and got us some milk. And basically, we made our own milk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, this is too far. That's too much.
Yeah. This
Next topic is Christian mom. That's the classified information.
we're just leaving it
Nothing.
at Christian mom.
It's just, it's too far. It's a little too dank. It's a little too taboo to
Yeah.
talk about on this podcast. Next one is a popular conspiracy theory in the Luke and Connor community. We're actually the same person.
This is a theory
feel-
Luke's mom subscribes to.
Yeah, so basically, when me and Connor first collaborated in 5th grade, when he came to my house and we were going to make our first feature film, my mother proposed the idea that we're actually the same person. This was just mind-blowing. We were like, wait, are we the same person? Was she just saying because we looked alike, or did we actually share a brain? And ever since then, we've just shared a being. We can switch bodies at place. We are the same person. You guys were right.
Luke
Next
is a
one.
part of me.
Next one is... Wait, I can't say her name. We're just going to call her Andre. Next one is Andre.
That's what I just... Oh, okay.
Andre was Connor's first love.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately.
he couldn't admit it.
If my
and-
girlfriend is listening to this, like, she's gonna question me about this now and be like, who's that? I doubt she's
Oh.
listening to this, though.
I forgot. Because when we were talking about pools, I was going to bring this up, but I totally forgot. So one day, this is like extra content. This is not in the deep level. This is just in the normal levels, wherever the swimming pools was. Basically, we had a field trip to a pool, and like all of these different schools went, and I was just chilling in the pool. Everybody was about to leave, and this girl, she's up on the thing, and I'm in the pool with Connor. I'm pretty sure, just like splashing around, just chilling, and she goes, "Hey, you're cute. What's your number?" And I'm like, "I don't have a phone." And then she just walked away, and that she probably was just joking or something, but like that boosted my confidence so much for like the next 6 months. I was like, I'm probably the hottest person, probably like one of the top 10 at least,
Yeah.
just because that one lady.
It literally gave him such a big ego, and he was like, once I get, because this is like towards the end of 6th grade once we were going into junior high, and he's like, once I get into junior high, bro, like I'm gonna have a girlfriend so quickly, and like everyone's gonna just love me so much. And I'm like, bruh, chill. And I was just like, she's not even, she like probably wasn't even real. And like I kept saying that and was pissing you off, and she's like, no, like this actually happened. She said she liked me.
She was probably just trolling me.
Yeah, she was
in
probably doing
retrospect.
what we used to do and being like, oh,
Yeah.
he has a crush on you.
It's so sad. Like, at least she like. If what if she's listening to this and she's like, "Wow, I just boosted this kid's ego and created Luke and Connor."
Ego.
Next, next one is Andre. We're talking about Andre. This was Connor's first love, basically, and she had weird teeth.
Yeah, but everyone in the school liked her, and like low key,
I did not like her. She annoyed me, bro. Like, I don't know. There's just something about her. She just did. I did not vibe with her.
yeah, but most people like had a crush on her, and like low key, I was bagging her, but like also like I was kind of just like her simp that would just like walk around with her and not really like I literally told her I liked her like 4 times, and she was just like, yeah, I don't really like you that way.
Bro,
I was like, damn.
I didn't even know that.
Really?
No, I would always like make fun of Connor for liking her, and he didn't admit it, of course, because we're like in 6th grade.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like her. I don't even like girls. Like, it was just like that kind of stuff that you do in 6th grade. And yeah, I think he liked her, and he got rejected epically, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, and then 6th grade we stopped hanging out.
Probably for the better.
She moved on to someone even worse.
I have to bring up something very important that we forgot.
What?
Uvu. Uvu was like, it was like knockoff Skype.
Yeah, pretty much.
For like 2 months, like every single kid at our school used it, and we just like had these like big giant video chats, and it was just like so awesome.
Yeah.
And Connor he wouldn't say anything except "I like red."
Yeah, this was like the peak of just my annoyance of "I like red." I would just spam the chats with like messages full of "I like red." Like looking back on it, honestly, everyone probably hated me like after I did that.
I hated you.
Yeah, Luke's hated me since then, but it's okay. We still love him.
And here we have the last thing. This is the darkest Luke and Connor piece of lore. And that is Scene Candy.
Bruh, I forgot about that. Calling him
Scene
that
Candy.
name.
We can't say his actual name because we don't want him to get exposed, or just like it's just a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
But basically, one time they called him Scene Candy on the announcements. But this kid at Garfield Elementary, his sole purpose was just to like lie and be annoying and try to just like prove his worth to us. And like, I don't know, he just was so annoying. Like, whenever he ate, there was always spaghetti sauce on his face. He could be eating Cheerios, but there'd be spaghetti sauce on his face. He was super, super competitive, but he wasn't good at sports. Those are always the most annoying people. I'm sorry, but if you're not going to be very good at sports, you shouldn't be like arguing with every single play unless you're like joking. But he wasn't joking. He thought he was the best player in the entire school at flag football.
Yeah.
But like, he wasn't even top 10.
And he would always just make up stories.
Yeah, he was
Just
a like a perennial liar. Like,
yeah, like everyone could clearly tell, like even for fifth grade, that these were just completely made up stories. Like my grandma's boyfriend, they were always about his grandma's boyfriend. And I remember this one vividly because he just walked up to me and he was like, my grandma's boyfriend got chased by a wolf on a golf cart and he made it away and he saved me. And like,
so wait, I need to talk about something important,
okay.
super important about his stories. Even the teacher thought he was just capping. Like, so one day
Yeah.
we had these things called photo of the day where we would just talk about like a photo of the day, and it was like a picture of a horse, and he goes, "Oh, I'm pretty sure my grandma's boyfriend has a color changing horse. It changes colors depending on the season." And she's like, "No, he doesn't." And it was just so funny. He's like trying to convince the teacher that he does. I mean, he does have that. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's actually a real thing, but I just remember the teacher just like saying, "That's cap. That's not real."
Yeah, I feel
And he
like they
just,
might like their coats might change like a little bit like of a shade difference like through the
yeah,
seasons.
he said that they went from like polka dot to like dark brown.
Yeah, which I don't think is possible at all unless you're in Minecraft, but I don't even think you can do that in Minecraft, bro. That's just impossible.
Maybe we're not horseback experts, so we might be wrong on this, and maybe he was telling the truth. But I don't think his grandma's boyfriend got chased by a coyote while they were playing golf.
Yeah.
Like, where are you playing golf? Like, in the like wild wild west?
And he made up like 3 stories a day. Like
Yeah,
all he would
it's
talk
just
about is just like
over.
made up stories, and you're like, oh, okay. Like you know when a little kid talks to you, and is just rambling on about like the most like random stuff, and like they're not doing anything wrong, so you're just like, oh yeah, that's cool, but like you kind of don't care, and you just kind of like want them to like stop talking, but you're not gonna like be mean to them. That's how I felt about this kid.
Yeah, and we're like starting to become like teenagers, so he just I don't know. He didn't get the social cues that making up stories was kind of like in third grade.
Yeah.
Gosh, that sounds like such a like sixth grader thing to say. That's such a third grade thing to do. But
Yeah.
I just remember another story he told is that his dad, not his dad, his grandma's boyfriend, I'm sorry, he could throw a baseball 130 miles per hour. Keep in mind that the world record, I'm pretty sure, is like 110 or something like that. So his grandma's boyfriend, who outruns the coyotes
On a golf
and
cart.
on a golf cart,
I
and
don't know if you've ever
also,
ridden a golf cart, but it's not the fastest in the world by any means. Like a coyote could
and
walk faster.
and he also can break the world record for throwing a baseball. And he showed up to like a family night, and he was like 300 pounds.
I don't remember that.
And
That's
he
funny
was he was scary, kind of. I just remember him. He was like throwing footballs onto the roof because like he was like trying like Scene was trying to like predict, not predict. Why did I say predict? I'm getting tired. It's like midnight. Scene was trying to like prove that his grandma's boyfriend could throw a baseball 100 miles per hour, but he kind of faded out of our minds. So we only know the kid version of him.
Yeah,
I'm
well, I've
pretty. I'm.
actually seen. So me and Nick have like were in band like till ninth grade, and
Oh
whenever
yeah.
we would go on like tournaments with the other districts, I would see him because he was also in band, and he literally looked exactly the same though. Like I could spot him so easily.
Oh,
I never
I look.
said
He
anything
kind.
to him though.
I kind of feel bad for him though. Here's like his lore, like his backstory. I'm pretty sure his mom is like she gave birth to him at like 16 years old. But like you would think like, oh, she's such a bad mom. No, she was like a good mom. I remember her. She was like a cool mom. And they had like a nice house too. So
Yeah.
I don't think it was like I can't really say anything about his home life, but I just remember I thought his mom was okay. And so she was like super young, and I remember I'm pretty sure he said he was a failed abortion too. So like I kind of feel bad for picking at him, like when I hear stuff like that. And I just remember like the worst part is when he threw a end of sixth grade party, and
Oh yeah.
people just showed up just for the popsicles and then basically left.
They
Like,
didn't leave, but like everyone showed up for the popsicles and then didn't play with him.
yeah, it was kind of tough. I kind of felt bad. I remember I stepped in mud though, so I was kind of focused on that because I was wearing white shoes. And I stepped in mud. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I remembered something about Andre.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, a
Bro,
Andre moment.
you make up these names and then you end up saying their real name anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
So basically, I forget why I had to go to her house. I had to ask her like something. Like maybe I was like asking her to like go on a date or something. I don't even remember. But Luke showed me like where she lived. And
How did I even know?
yeah, I don't know how you knew either, but he guided me to her house. And
How?
she told me like what it looks like, and somehow knew like Luke knew where it was. And
I was just the plug back then. I just like knew everything.
yeah, Luke was, cuz like I was new to the area, so he just would show me everywhere. He was like my tour guide.
Yeah,
And
I took Connor under my wing in 5th grade.
yeah, and he took me there, and like I knocked on their door, and like for some reason I want to say like it was to ask her to go to a concert, but I know I never went to a concert or had the chance to go to a concert with her, so I have no idea why I had to go to her house and ask her
Me
something.
neither. I don't even remember that. That just faded from my mind.
Bro, she's on my Snapchat. Should I ask her?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not
Just
going
don't
to.
let Abby know. I think the last thing we're gonna do, because I think we should explain our origin story, since this is like Luke and Connor lore
Your
episode.
birthday?
No. I actually, yeah. But I just remember the first time I saw you, you were riding your bike with like your entire family to school. I was like, "Who's that kid?" I just like remember thinking that. I was like, "Who's that kid?" Like, like that means someone's living by because like they're near my school. He looked like he was around my age. Like I was so hype, and then I realized he was in my class, and his name was Connor, and he was wearing a Mario hat. Or whatever it was. Like, it was like a one-up mushroom, I think.
Yeah.
Hat. And, yeah, we didn't really talk. And then, like, eventually I just, like, invited him to my birthday for some reason.
Yeah, I think we like sat by each other or something, and we had like mutual friends basically.
Yeah.
And somehow I got invited to his birthday, and like our mutual friend didn't even get invited.
I don't even think we had mutual friends.
Tucker.
Oh, yeah, the thing about Tucker is I don't think I was friends with him, like, before my birthday. I don't think we were, like, friends. Actually, maybe, because we probably played flag football.
I feel like everyone was like kind of friends then though.
Yeah, I miss elementary where everybody just was cool with each other.
Yeah.
That was so fun. But so he came to my birthday and then we just started kind of hanging out. And I just remember.
After
we
your birthday,
had-
I started walking to school with you guys. You and
Yeah,
Nick.
we had some like moments where we just like walked to school and just like chill moments. But like, I feel like the quintessential moment was when we watched PewDiePie videos in my garage. Like, just
Facade.
that stuff. Yeah, there's this game called Facade, and it's such a cool game. Honestly, I wish there's more games like it. So
Yeah.
basically, like, you have to like help this not family, like this couple, like get over like a bad relationship, and it's like impossible. I never even beat it.
Yeah,
And,
we
like,
would
you
watch
can-
YouTube videos on like people beating it, and I was like, whoa, like this is the end of the game.
It was a really cool game because it was like you could just say anything, like you could just type anything.
Yeah, you
and then-
type stuff, and then they would talk back to you. And
Yeah,
their voices
and-
like barely even sounded like a robot. Like I don't know when this game was made, but it's like ahead of
It
its
blew
time.
my mind. Yeah, it was so cool.
Like the
Like, you
graphics
could-
were like 2D and really bad, but like
Yeah.
it was like advanced. Like
It was definitely just like it was such a cool thing to mess around with because you could like say anything and they would like respond to it
yeah.
like normally. Like obviously there's some times where if you just type like onion potato salad, they would just be like, "What? What did you say?" So like whenever they like you heard something they heard something they didn't recognize, they would just like question you.
Yeah.
But like there's like keywords that would just piss them off. And one of them was like melons. And we just downloaded Facade as fast as we could, and we just typed melons because PewDiePie did it, and we just thought we were like so funny.
yeah.
But I think that's enough for today. I don't know if this is going to be a 2-part episode or not, but it's 2 hours and 13 minutes just from recording time right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's
Bruh.
so
Oh
long.
my
It's
god.
so we might have to split this up into 2 episodes. I don't know if we will. Might just do a long episode just for funsies. But we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. If you listen to this, you know the special word. Go comment it right now. We'll see you
Yeah,
next
go
week. Bye.
comment orange juice baby. See you next week.